It's
I got my dick message!
Durnder.
Durnder.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. That's right. 'Cause all of you are on a boat. We lost Magna. We had a Magna. We are, however, down one individual this evening. He will probably be joining us at some point, but in the meantime, Wolf, if you're watching this, good job, buddy. Good job. It's Wolf's anniversary, so he will be joining us later. In the meantime, welcome to Heroes of New Thundertree. I am your host and game master. You may call me Of course, I am here at WeBadAtGames, and joining me are somewhat less people than I originally thought, but joining me are, starting with, in the top left, we have Zofi playing Strife the Dragonborn Monk. We have the ghost of Magna, aka twitch.tv/Magna Gaming. He is playing Halna, the Half-Elf Rogue. We have the shoulder of Adam O playing Prior, the Asmar Cleric. And we have Gargantius stuffing his face. That's Neiman92, twitch.tv/Neiman92 with the pudding.
Is it pudding this time? He hasn't had pudding in a long time on stream.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's been like a full season since.
It's like pudding. Not the season for pudding.
What do you mean it's not the season? It's every season is the season.
Pudding has seasons?
How's that even a thing?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
I mean, like,
man.
I usually have pudding in like the hot seasons and cold seasons.
I think I just figured it out, Magna. I think your microphone that we're getting is your webcam mic. That's what it sounds like.
Oh.
It sounds like your webcam mic is what we're getting. So
In Discord or
in Discord. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a shitty webcam mic is what it sounds like. So,
it really does.
welcome everybody. We are picking up for this week. This is recording on December 12th. This is actually the last episode of 2016.
Kazoo.
And what a year it's been. In the meantime,
is that better?
Oh yes, much.
Yeah.
Yay for high quality Magna.
Now in HD.
We will just to cover all the ground here right at the start. We will be back next week, or no, I'm sorry, next year. We are going to do a couple of interim episodes before the end of the year. That will be something special, something different. We just won't be able to do things on Mondays. So, in the meantime, we still have a game to play. And that is the one where these crazy individuals are now on the high seas. Because they have struck out to find their friend and supporter and de facto leader of their village, which they have helped establish, Fingers McGee, who was captured by an evil priesthood of oozes, worshipping an ooze god. And so, in an effort to recover him, they actually learned his whereabouts from a rogue drow and are now set out on a ship bound from New Neverwinter. From there, they are striking out to an abandoned pirate cove where
They got my dick message!
And from there, rescue. And in the meantime, Prior is pissing everybody off along the way.
He did apologize.
Gargantius is making so much bad luck happen right now.
I am? Oh, right.
You were on the top deck.
Pirate bat.
Yeah, you were on the top deck, yeah. Strife is like, hey, I'm on a boat. Magna is wondering what the hell is going on with his life and with his dagger because he had a huge major exposition regarding his parentage, and Olaf is being Olafa, so yeah. We did start...
You almost said Wolf's being a dick.
I did, well, you know.
Wolf always gets that spotlight, so we gotta share it a little.
What, the dick spotlight?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. We're starting the night off with 2 luck tokens, 1 good luck, 1 bad luck. The players can use this to their advantage or to their own disadvantage if they want, or I can use it to their disadvantage if I see fit. Also, something we're establishing tonight. Well, we've kind of established it in the past, but we're more firmly establishing some interesting side effects, which will happen with rolls. So we'll get to that when it happens. In the meantime, you are all on a boat. You have been out sailing for about an hour. What are you all doing? I believe, Megna, you were regaling the crew, were you not?
Yeah, I was still getting drunk.
Getting raucous?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Anything in particular?
No, last we had discussed, they had shared a creepy story with the wave that dropped all the seafood on the deck.
Ah, yes. Was it lobsters or crabs?
I think it was a mixture of both.
Was it a mixture of both?
Was it not?
I don't remember. I don't remember what I said.
I don't know.
Whatever it was,
We're making shit
it's
up.
labeled catch of the day.
Let's just go with that for now. I'm still doing that.
All right. What about the rest of you? You have met. Nima has met the captain. Got scolded by the captain quite hard. That would be Captain Crawhawk. And you all now are at least passingly familiar with the first mate, one Davin Ivanov. And I believe the Master Gunner is the dwarf that you all originally talked to.
Did we ever get his name?
Mr. Dragon. Draegan. Mr. Dragon.
Well, just speaking out, else with Davin, like, how long will it be until set sail? Or we've been on the boat for an hour.
Yeah,
but
no. You've struck out. You've been out for about an hour.
Okay. And then, I guess, so with these winds and with everything, how long do you think it would take to get to our destination?
Who are you talking to?
The first mate, Ivanov.
Ivanov. Well, your particular destination looks to be about 4 days out. In the meantime, you can certainly entertain yourselves. If you have any skills, be sure you talk to the sailmaster before you actually attempt to do anything, please. I don't want to see any of you lose a lit. Looking at Alafa's arm, looking at Pryor's arm. I wouldn't want to see any of you get hurt from stray ropes. There's a very real risk on board ships.
Alright, well, as far as skills go, do y'all have a doctor on this vessel? Tend to those who are ailing?
Captain's daughter is actually
They got my dick message!
fairly proficient with a needle and thread.
Can you point me to her direction?
He thinks about it for a second, nods.
Sweet.
You'll find her below decks.
Cool.
He gestures towards a door on one of the sides of one of the decks.
Cool. So,
Well, no, it's
hello?
no, it goes below decks, and then from there there's a whole area, the whole.
Gotcha. I thought she had like a. I was imagining like a little like closed off area where she's like.
No, she does not have a direct access door from the deck of the ship.
Gotcha. All right. Well, captain's daughter. So I'll go down and introduce myself. I'll be like, "Ma'am, do you happen to be Miss Crowhawk?"
You see a woman who's not old but not young. She is wearing much the same regalia as a lot of the other crew, in that it is quite it has that sailor feel to it, yes. But she has, as she turns and looks at you, a severe glint in her eye. That'll be Charlotte. What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Nice to meet you, Charlotte. We are some of your cargo transport. I don't know what the proper terminology is.
Cargo. Always with the cargo.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to the first hand, and I myself am a doctor and a healer, and I was seeing if you needed any help with any notes or any medical supplies, anything like that. And I'll just make small talk with her. Because I have a skill set that's pretty much useless on deck, so might as well be useful.
If I need your help, I shall certainly seek you out. For now, I've got everything in hand.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick perception check just to see how much stuff she
Perception or insight or what?
I'm just looking like how well supplied she is, and if she actually has any good books or notes or anything, or if it's just basically is she self-taught? Did she actually learn something? I'm just seeing her general area.
Okay, so you'll have to give me both perception and investigation.
Wait.
Perception of ungodly ridiculous because you're you, and then the investigation, not so much.
Why is it putting? I gotta fix that macro.
I gotta ask something real quick. When you use guidance, is that VSM? Is there like a is there a verbal?
It's a. But I'll double check.
Okay.
But it's
just
normally
it's good to know
just...
whether or not people can see you actually guidancing yourself when you do perception and insight checks.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do have to whisper to my. All right, I always thought it was just somatic, which is grabbing the holy symbol. My bad.
Makes sense, because otherwise it'd be broken as fuck.
Yeah. But anyways, that's it. And then after that Q, I'll just. If she doesn't need any help or anything, I'll head out.
So, from what you can see, she certainly does have a lot of papers and books and journals strewn about in various places. Your knowledge of medicine doesn't necessarily extend in the same ways hers does. So as you're kind of looking at the papers and trying to, sidelong glance at them and see what they say, they actually seem to be rather full of terminology you don't recognize. But you do see diagrams of what you think is probably a human body, and all sorts of things that look very complicated, diagrams and such. So, I mean, if volume is any indication, she knows her stuff, but you don't know whether or not what she does have is accurate or not.
Okay.
Got a lot of books,
cool.
though.
Alright, so... Oh, that's good. That's just...
Can I get you to roll an insight, please?
Of course, my man. Inside... Fixing my macro real quick. 29.
29, okay, so you will see her glaring heatedly at you and almost puffing out her cheeks.
Does she not like holy men, or what's the deal? Come on, can I tell something from that? Again, ASMR. I'm incredibly...
No, she saw you looking around. She saw you checking out her stuff and identifying whether or not she's any good at it. She noticed.
Damn, she's got a good perception herself then. Alright, cool. Well,
And she seems to be taking offense at the fact that you have questioned her.
I wasn't questioning her. I was offering services to help.
Then maybe it might serve as an indication that not so much of what you were doing as much as maybe she's had to deal with this kind of thing.
They got my dick message!
Gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah,
think
notice
about it.
it. Yeah,
Think about it. It's a female doctor on a sailing ship, who's also the captain's daughter.
Yeah.
She's probably
got
had
it
to
rough,
claw
I
and
get it.
fight and bite for every inch. Nice, Magna.
I was wondering if you took a note out of my book. I'm not leading back that far.
Yeah. But no, I'll just, and on the way out, I'll just tell her, I'm pretty easy to spot. 7.5 feet tall. I'll just be walking around.
Yeah.
That's me.
I did not intentionally set you up to insult somebody prior. You just keep walking into these situations, man.
I don't mind. I you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna above deck, below deck. I don't know. I'm gonna go.
This is where he throws himself overboard.
Yes.
This is where he
Don't
like
do it.
does a random action and then he hits an albatross and it's hugely bad luck.
Daughter was the albatross.
Yeah.
That's one way of putting it.
I will basically go up deck, and I'll find like where there's a large barrel or something, and then just kind of sit my back down to it, and I'm gonna take that book out that I got from John and start learning how to be better with people.
That's
I'm
right.
reading my book.
You were given a copy of How to Win Friends.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like pretty much like on the hour, every hour, I'm ritually cast water walking on the group, and like the captain and the first mate and the gunner and all them, because I can do 12 creatures. So
wait, what now?
Water walking. Why?
every like on the hour, because it lasts about I think it's an hour. Or is that I'm thinking?
Okay.
Just because I'm a paranoid of drowning, and I'm a cleric and I can cast water walking, so I'm just gonna keep water walking constantly on the group, and then whoever else it leaks onto, because it's 12 creatures, no 10 creatures, and myself.
Can I save against that? I don't want to be affected by it.
I think they just
Well, it
fails.
says willing creature. No,
Yeah.
it says up to 10 willing. Willing, it's not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I
just won't
don't-
work. You'll try to cast it on Strife and it just fail.
Well, I mean, it's just me. You know, I'm reading and I'll like realize it's probably been about an hour. Anyways, that's me.
All right. Well, okay. Let's see. What about the rest of you guys?
At some point during the journey, I'm going to go find Paulna when he's by himself and not drunk.
Okay, then we'll cut to me first.
Okay.
Because I'm soon to be by myself. I have Tim with me, but I
Yep.
feel like now would be the perfect time to climb this mast right to the top, and because I just want like the view is probably stunning and amazing, and Crow's Nest is up there and stuff, and I mean this rope ladder is so inviting. I just
What's the weather
really
like?
want to get up there. So sunny, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous.
All right, so you walk towards the center mast, and Tim's sitting on your shoulder. He's like, "Boss, you doing, boss?"
Nothing. We're just.
As you're looking up.
I want a better view.
They might not agree with your assessment, boss.
What do you mean, Tim?
Well, sailors tend to be awfully protective of their sailing things.
What about that one?
They all have sails.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cut it or break it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You know what? You do you. I'll be over here. And he goes flying off and just lands on one of the rails, watching.
Okay. So I scale it.
All right,
Athletics check.
are you trying to stay hidden, or are you just going up as fast as you can?
Oh, why do you do
You're
this to
downstairs,
me?
Prior, so no. Push to Prior.
I would probably be below deck as well, working on whatever, weaving stuff.
Casting invisibility.
I love it.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Someone's gonna die tonight.
Why don't you go ahead and roll athletics, please?
Athletics,
Yeah,
Yeah,
athletics.
it's climbing.
Climb, yeah.
I mean,
please.
Climbing has always been athletics.
And not the Miley Cyrus song.
Hey, you know, a 15, that's not bad. It's also 2 away from your minimum result, but... Let's see. You, Okay, so you silently kind of whisper and do your cast, and you vanish from your own sight. You can't even see your own hands and legs, and you start to scale this, which actually is a bit difficult because you can't see where your own hands are going, so I was giving you disadvantage on it. So you start scaling as best you
Typical
can.
Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly. Disadvantage on death-defying climb. Yeah, typical Saturday night. And
No, I can't see where my hands are going.
ha! Oh, you hear that, Mrs. Magna? All right, so you get up about halfway, and yeah, you're not having really a whole lot of trouble so far. I need you to roll a perception, please. No, scratch that. Investigation. The drunken sailor early in the morning. 25, that's pretty good. All right, so as you're scrambling up, you place your hand down and you look and see the way that the ropes are actually coiled in this particular location. If you actually leave your hand here and the wind blows a certain way, it's going to actually pull on the rope and would probably take you with it. So you managed to avoid that particular coil as you continue to make your way up. Please make another athletics check, please.
It was a big mast.
The center mast on a medium-sized galleon. Yeah, it's a big mast.
Yeah, it is.
Why, thank you. Okay. All right, guys, I need you to help me with this because the DC on this was 15, so he accomplished it, but he beat by 1, which means that there's a little bit of a negative effect that has to happen. What happens to Palna as he's reaching the top of the mast here?
some of that gold he likes to steal from me. Pocket. Starts
Why
making
you're
it
muted? I
hail.
can't hear you.
Starts making it hail.
Starts to fall out of his pocket. Okay, so yeah, you're getting up there and you're having to kind of
Just a
really
bit.
wrestle your legs and arms
They
around.
got my dick
And it
message.
jostles your pouch a bit, if you know what I mean. And you hear the telltale tinkle of coins clinking against each other, and feel it. Two coins, 2 gold coins slipping out of your pocket and falling. You look down and you see them falling end over end. And now comes the time. Nice. Good timing.
Nice.
Now comes the time when I need Palna to roll a d4.
How much gold did I lose?
2.
God damn it.
That's like hardly
I'm so
anything.
mad.
He is still after the gold from fingers, from the bet from way back when.
Totally is. A 2?
I know he is.
All right. So, you are you watching the gold as it goes down? Or are you just saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've like a sixth sense for this. I was like, wait, my pocket's lighter.
All right. So you watch it drop, and it will. And there's a person, a sailor, who's walking, and it's heading straight for his head. And it goes right in front of his face, just drops, and he's like...
But I, quick thinking, and I cast Mage Hand, and it grabs the coin before it actually does
what
that.
What kind of range does Mage Hand have?
Enough?
What kind of range?
No,
yes.
Well, he can do it as a bonus action
Oh, 30.
of his thing, so it's probably 30 feet bonus action. Because he's a trickster.
I can't find really quick how tall a Maliangast is, but Maliangast? Galleon mast
Galleon.
is. But it's more than 30 feet. You are way out of range.
All right.
Mage Hand just
It's a good thing you're invisible, so he has no idea
Yeah,
there's
he's
anyone
like-
up there.
It's a raiding money.
He picks up the 2 coins and pockets them. Keeps on his
Nice.
way.
I'm really mad about that. Just like, you know.
All right. But you were up there. You're up on the top mast, and you look down and you can see Tim is like practically falling off his perch, laughing.
Okay, so question. I'm up high enough, people probably can't hear me, right?
There is one other. There's actually another sailor up on one of the other side masts. So, or not on the mast. He's in the rigging, working the sail. So, I mean, if you're talking at a low volume, no. But if you're shouting, then yeah, probably.
We're
crow's nest
talking
or
at
something.
like.
Say what?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
what did you say, Straight?
I was gonna say, is there someone in the crow's nest or whatever it's called?
That's where he's at now. Oh, you know what? Let's find out. No, there isn't right now.
Okay.
Lucky.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity to do the whole Jack and Rose from Titanic, and I spread my arms out in the wind, and I start saying, "What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?"
Make him watch Firefly and tell him it's canceled. Make him watch Firefly and tell him it's canceled. That's just cruel. I'm sorry.
That still hurts.
Aw.
man. Still hurts.
Okay, so he's up there belting. While this is going on,
Put him in the
I'm gonna
barrel
say-
till he's sober. Put him in the barrel.
I'm gonna say that people can hear him down below, but they don't know where it's coming from, so they hear the song and they start singing.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, you
All right,
know,
so yeah, the tune kicks up across the whole of the ship, and couple people are looking around like, oh god, not this song again.
Perfect.
This is where the mandatory performance checks come in, right?
What are you singing?
I'm like sitting
Oh,
there
yeah,
with my
'cause we
book,
have
my
to-
foot
yeah,
swinging,
you're right.
just kind
Go ahead and sing. Roll performance, Paulina.
Oh, I'm a
Oh, you did
terrible
15?
singer.
15's pretty good. Yeah, Gargantius is doesn't know the words. So
Yeah.
he's like, gotta drunken sailor, do the drunken sailor, the drunken sailor, do. Yeah, it's not pleasant. A lot of the crew seems disrupted, actually, from their singing by Gargantius.
Can I see anything while I'm up here?
You can see all this happening. What are you looking for?
Nothing in particular. Just staring off onto the horizon. I know we're supposed to be passing some islands soon. What time of day is it?
Oh, it's early morning still. I mean, it's probably
Still watching the sunrise.
Well, not that early. You guys got there about sunrise, and it was about an hour before you disembarked, or disembarked from shore, and it's been another hour. So it's we've had daylight for about 3 or 4 hours.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the opportunity to like feel better, you know, chill out and smile for a moment.
Okay. Relaxing in the sun.
It was totally worth it, by the way.
Strife, what were you doing?
I was gonna find Palno when he was not up at the top of the ship.
Well, you have
Performing.
no clue where he is. So,
Yeah,
so in the
I'll go
meantime-
searching. I'll go searching around for him.
Okay. All right, so you walk the length of the boat, trying to find him exactly. That takes a long enough time as it is. One, trying to get around all the sailors rushing about doing their thing, and two, the sheer length of the boat. It's pretty large to begin with. So doing a circuit around it is nothing small. And as you are kind of completing your circuit, looking around, you're not seeing him. You're kind of looking up in the air, not seeing him there. You're standing by one of the sets of doors that is actually alongside that leads down into the lower decks. And one of the doors will open, and a person will step out, not dressed in what you would normally think of as any kind of sailing regalia. Appears to be a woman, probably she's relatively tall. She's probably about 5'8", in a light blue cloak. Seems a bit unhappy with the bright sun, but stepping out and squinting anyway and looking around, and sees you.
Hello. Good morning.
Do we have other passengers?
Just a couple.
Oh God, she's a gamer.
Why? Because she's squinting in the sunlight?
Yeah, she hasn't been outside in weeks.
She sighs a bit. Well, you are then?
I'm Strife.
Alcina.
And you?
She extends.
Alcina?
I didn't realize we were bringing other people along. Did you? When did you get on board?
Just shortly before we disembarked.
Is it just
It's-
you?
It's me and 3 others.
3? 4.
4.
We got Wolf. Wolf's around here somewhere. You have no clue where he is. You don't see him anywhere, so he's probably below decks.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably still sleeping with his eyes open.
Yeah. That's a lot of passengers. Are you all together?
Yeah. Where are you headed? If I might be so bold.
Moonshays.
Where's that about?
Oh, southwest of here.
Yeah.
Large set of islands. Got a pilgrimage to see too.
See?
It's not often I see Dragonborn out and about.
Yeah, we're trying to track down a friend of ours. He's been missing for some time. So we're hoping for the best, but
Do you think he's on the Moonshays?
I'm not sure exactly what the name of this island is called.
I'll go ahead and clarify just for you. You're not headed towards the Moonshays. The Moonshays are
Okay.
south of where you're going.
Okay. No, we don't think it's there. We think it's farther west.
Interesting. Must have paid good coin for the crew to take on that many people going out of their way.
Yeah. Well, favors do go a long way.
Must be a big favor to risk the pirates, too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they
Luskin
come.
has its fair share, that's for certain.
Yeah. This I know.
Well, very well, Mr. Strife. I shall see you around.
Sure you shall.
She steps
Oh.
out and starts heading towards the back of the ship. All right.
I'll start searching again for Mr. Palna.
You hear a clink, clink. Or no. This is when the music starts up. Thank you. Yeah, Strice rolls to see what she is. Oh.
No, I'm seeing where the music's coming from.
See, this is why you. Everybody's got their stuff turned to have advantage and disadvantage on all the time. She seems. I wouldn't say she seems human. She seems a bit.
No, I was perception for the music to see where it's coming from.
Oh. You just notice the crew start singing.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I noticed right down below, based on the rigging and everything, is there like full movie style, like a rope that I could like, you know,
Zip
The
line
cue
down.
facepalm.
basically zip line down? Is that a thing? With
Well,
my,
It's gonna hurt when you land.
This
but-
face is Q wrestling with everything he knows about how boats work in real life versus the Hollywood reality that the players want to enact.
Yeah.
It's our world, Q. Let
I
it
know.
Don't do it.
happen. You're only like 80 feet in the air or something. You know.
I mean, I've landed worse, I'm sure.
I'm sure it'll be a soft landing.
You are 50 feet up in the air.
Okay.
For starters. If you want to do it, sure. There's a rope nearby.
Can I impose a question, Q? How much is the boat rocking right now? Are we
Rock
like
the boat.
full
That's not
tilt?
the
Like,
question. I'm going to have all of you roll constitution checks. Or saving throws. Constitution saving throws.
I'm seasick? Guess I'm not.
oh, I apparently am.
Strife is sick, yes. You're fine, Gargantius. And so are you, Prior.
You should have
Magna,
took
can
the
you-
water walking.
Magna, can you, would that have prevented the seasickness?
Yeah, it's like walking. It's like normal liquid. It's like yeah, this is normal.
Well, no.
That's
when you're
not
on
seasickness.
That's when you're on the ocean. That's not.
Yeah.
No, I don't think unless the spell specifies.
No, it
And-
doesn't. Not this edition.
Yeah,
You can probably cure it.
yeah. I would let you if you made a concerted attempt to do so and rolled well on a religion or a Arcana check. Let you, but
Of
Anyway,
what?
no.
Warping the spell?
so Strife that entire
No, curing sea.
that entire or well preventing that entire exchange Strife did while
And you know the funny thing is, me, Zofi,
actually.
I'm a veteran. I'm a Navy veteran. I've been on a boat out in the ocean. So, me, not Strife, but me, I would be holding onto the handrail the entire time.
Oh yeah. I've been on a boat out to sea.
Oh yeah,
I did not.
it's
do well.
no joke.
No.
Oh,
It
I have an
really is.
iron stomach. I had no problems.
I
We were doing 30-degree pitches either way, and it was awesome.
I cannot do it. I cannot. Like I normally have no trouble with like anything that's even remotely like pitchy and crazy. No.
Yeah.
I was destroyed.
Oh, I had so much fun.
Ugh.
we had to do like daily workouts while the boat was rocking.
boats are rocking.
You try running a straight line when it's pitching left and right.
Q, quick question. Back when we set up our initial stats, did we do point buy or roll dice for second
buy.
person?
Roll dice.
Okay.
No, we did roll.
Oh yeah, y'all did roll. That's
Yeah, we did
right.
roll.
Yeah, I wasn't with y'all when you originally did it. Sorry.
It was roll? Okay.
Yeah, y'all rolled. You would have to because you have 2 negatives, so it had to be.
All right.
Calling you out right there.
What
So,
else? What else is anybody
yeah.
doing?
I'm going back down to sit down and try to get a hold of my stomach.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, what are you up to?
I found the guest, like the lobby kinda where like they keep like books and whatnot, and I'm like perusing about reading stuff.
Okay,
On the
apparently
cruise?
ship.
And I'll.
I think this is not a cruise ship, but apparently it has a reading room. We'll say.
No, he stumbled into the captain's quarters. Not
Yeah,
knowing
that would be in the
quarters,
captain's quarters.
And then just goes,
He doesn't know.
oh,
He just thinks it's a nice looking reading room.
yeah.
Hey, they have cigars
Like in the
here.
back of the boat. Yeah.
Please
Good
don't
job,
take the cigars.
I'll say Alafa is with me.
No. Don't go roping in players who aren't here into your madness. If he's here to go with it, sure, absolutely. No, you know what? He's not here. He's not here. Fine. He's at least in the room with you.
I just figured he'd be interested in like books and stuff.
Oh, he's
Does
just
Gargantius know that he's there?
he's
Or is he just
walking.
following him?
Yeah, sure. Why not? He's just walking around the room slowly, looking at everything. Hands behind his back. Looking at the spines of the books and everything on the table and on the desk. There's a rather so the room itself is actually it is well furnished, relatively speaking. It's not like Hook furnished, but it's not quite so downtrodden as like the Black Pearl either. Somewhere
Is it
in
like
between.
Master and Commander?
You know, I
maybe?
haven't seen that one actually. Probably something similar to that.
Oh wow.
Movie's a long movie. It's at least looks well appointed. It's comfortable. There is a large kind of a banquet table that runs the length of the room, and there are bookshelves lining the walls as well. There is also there's a small side table with a map pinned to it, and you can see a few things like an astrolabe and compass and some other odd things you probably recognize laid out. And a couple of nice chairs as well to sit in, read. So, are you doing anything else beyond just reading? What are you looking for? What are you hoping to find in the library?
I figured it was like the place I could stay out of trouble and learn something, I guess, because like the captain yelled at me and I don't really know how to be on a boat and be useful, and so if I stay out of everyone's hair, figured that's the best thing.
You're just reading
Now-
whatever the first book is you pick up that you halfway understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he hasn't said he's doing this, but I fully have this visual of him sitting in the captain's chair with his feet up on his desk, like lean back reading a book.
Okay,
Yes,
look,
of course
I
he
would
is.
know if there's a bed in the room, I'm obviously not going to be in that room. But if it's like a straight up library, you know,
There's a bed
I
in the
wouldn't
room.
see that.
There's a bed.
Then
in the
I
room.
probably wouldn't be in that
Roll
room.
perception.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's single digit.
All right, I'm in that room.
Yeah, you are.
With a 6, you are definitely in that room.
All right, so guys, what's the first book that he picked up that he can halfway read? Help me out here.
The lusty mate.
The Lusty Maiden. How about the Lusty Maiden and the Dragonborn Suitor? How about
God.
that?
I once I realized what it is, I switch books.
All right, what else is he reading? Nope. You
Want
don't
to
get
say
pick.
Oh.
The Old Man in the Sea.
Oh. So you pick up a somewhat of a short book.
Right.
Actually, no. I was about to say you're bored by it, but it's Nima. He would actually find it probably very interesting.
It's a fucking epic tale of a man fighting a big ass fish. That's like Nima's like
Exactly.
dream right there.
That's
He's
his
like, oh.
That's his fucking thing right there.
I'm gonna say that the book is a little worn, and it's probably the captain's favorite story.
Oh God. Okay.
I like it.
All right. So we'll roll a luck check for that before long. Paulna, Or no, prior. Back to prior. Are you doing anything else, sir, with your time in particular?
Just if no, actually, I'm just spending time, and then I don't feel like I'm needed for anything. Every once in a while, I'll come above deck just to get some fresh air, look around, see if anyone needs help pulling or pushing something somewhere.
So this is something that has come up in conversations with Adam and myself, is the idea of downtime activity. You guys essentially have a few days to do things that you would not ordinarily have time to do. Things like study, things like craft. So each of you has the option, or you being outwardly social. That in a way, that's studying. That's kind of like studying social skills. Developing things like persuasion and charisma.
My thing, like,
I'm
on
still
this
looking
boat,
for
right?
Palma.
Yeah. My thing is, like, example, I don't necessarily have much supplies or reading material in terms of what I might be interested in studying. So right now, I'm just observing, kind of learning what's going on the boat, just not getting in the way.
Well, you could have brought something. I would allow.
Well,
like
okay.
A book or something.
All right. Well, then let's say
I'll allow one thing. Like you could have a book, and like Stryth could have like a sewing kit.
All right.
Gargantius can have a jeweler's kit. And materials, not just the kit.
Oh, I have that stuff.
Say then that before we parted off with John gave me one of Mordo's old, like, religious tomes of some sort. Maybe it's about Mistra, maybe it's about something else.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna start. I'll be flipping between those two books. The one that he gave me to make friends for fun, and then I'll actually be studying Mordo's old tome.
All right, Paul. How long are you staying up there?
No, I'm legit. I saw Strength. I was gonna make my way down, and then we just like shifted seats.
Okay.
How do you get down?
I'll just go down normally.
Oh, you could do the rope if you want, man.
All right, let's do it.
Rope away.
Look how excited! All right, let's do it.
This is definitely acrobatics, so I would like you to go ahead and roll acrobatics.
This is your jam, my man. Got this.
Okay, hold on one sec. I need to
Cast enhance
See
ability
something
on
here.
yourself, so you do it with advantage. And you're like,
All right.
Hopefully the wind chill doesn't get you.
So the wind chill. Sorry, what am I rolling?
Acrobatics.
Easy. Unless it's a 1.
Easy.
23. All right.
So I grab Frostbrand in its sheath, and I throw it on either side of the rope, and I just.
To what?
So what's stopping
Freeze the
you?
rope?
No, so I don't burn my hands off.
Ah. Okay. All right.
I
So
like it.
What happens when you hit the
With
ground?
the bare
I'm
blade on the
controlling-
rope.
No, it's sheathed, and I'm controlling my speed with my boots. Like I have a semi grip.
Oh,
on
so
the
you're
rope.
like
I'm just-
kicking to like slow yourself down because you
not
have
kicking. I just have my boots wrapped partially around the rope, right?
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like use the second jump ability or
I
something.
would show you here if I had more space or socks on.
all right. Will.
And then I drop off onto the deck right next to Strath.
You're still invisible.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Do I-
this
do I
rope
see
kind
him?
of uncoils
Less
from
a
the
minute.
top, and I'll say that you can slide down without trouble. That well, you're still gonna feel a bit raw.
Wait,
you're-
so sorry, this rope,
yes,
it's just a dangling rope?
It's a rope that's dangling from the top to the crow's nest. And
Okay, so it's not
adjacent
attached to anything.
It's dangling from the crow's nest, and it goes down the length of the mast.
Okay, I don't do the sword thing then. Because that wouldn't make sense. In my mind,
Yeah.
it was like on an angle, you know?
Like
You were
when
totally
zip
ziplining it. I know exactly.
Like
what
I
you-
was ziplining.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, you're totally ziplining
No,
it. I know
okay,
exactly
no,
what
okay,
you're.
they could do that. That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry.
You could at
Awesome.
least zip line it down to the zip. So the way it's gonna go is gonna go to another mast. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They angle to other masts and to other sails. So give me an investigation. Just roll an investigation. I'm totally gonna let you do this. But it's just how well you do it.
Like I can just see like the most epic like zip line and a parkour backflip and land right.
Okay. All right. So you can actually see this coming before you actually hop on. So you hold on and you slide down on the zip rope, and it's a little bit raw in your hands, but it's not too bad. That's too loud music there. All right. I had something play. And so you slip on down, and you're heading straight for one of the side sails. But you manage to disengage right before, kind of tuck into a roll, and instead of hitting it at full force, you basically just kind of bounce off the sail. And there's a sailor right there next to the sail who's hanging on, and he sees the sail just go and stretch out, and he's like trying to figure out what kind of wind might be causing this. And you bounce off and grab another rope, and that one slides down to the bottom, and you land right at Strice's feet with a clunk. And he has no clue what just happened except for a rush of wind and the sudden noise in front of him.
Okay, and I'll decloak at this point. As
Where
opposed
the
to
hell were
derobe, which
you?
would make him uncomfortable.
And I'm gonna say Strife threw up after you were like right next to him. Like he couldn't handle the sudden air hitting his skin a certain way.
I was just admiring the view.
Yeah, give me another
think my,
contract there, Strife.
Okay.
Good thing my boots are water repellent.
All right, so you don't heave-ho right on Paulna. That's good.
You're lucky, Paul. I almost made your boots wet.
You don't seem to be doing too well. You're a little greener than you.
Yeah. Apparently, I have a little trouble at sea.
It's all good. How are you, besides the seasickness, how are you adjusting?
That's nice. I mean, it's nice and open air. It's my first time out at sea.
It's quite the change from the craziness we've been dealing with the last several months, like long time. I feel like this is the first break we've had
Since ever.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I have a question for you. Do you string up your own bowstrings on your bow? Like, do you have spares that you restring when one gets worn?
No, I don't.
You don't have to roll luck on that. You can just say, man.
No, I had no idea, so I figured I'd leave it up to a dice roll.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to create bowstrings?
I've
I
seen.
mean, I would think it would be a good idea to at least have a spare.
Yeah, you're probably right, but with Songbird, I've never really needed to. There's been no signs of wear whatsoever for whatever reason.
Really?
Yeah. Here, let me show you. And I pull it out and I pass him the bow.
I look at the bowstring, trying to see if there's any like wear and tear on where I've seen him like notch the arrows.
Yeah, there is going to be a little bit. It's the sort of thing you see with normal usage bows. There's just very, very, very slight over time. It accumulates.
All right, I'll point this out to Alafa, and just I'll note where it's like to Palna.
Paul.
Sorry, I'll note this to Palna to show him like where it's showing a little bit of wear and where it might be starting to frizz a little.
Gotcha. I hadn't noticed that before. Although it doesn't look too bad. Why do you ask?
Well, I was thinking about using. We've got a lot of time here. I was thinking about using my weaving kit to try to make you a spare bowstring. Maybe of a different type of quality than you currently have. For better or for worse.
Interesting.
We'd have to see how it turns out.
Q, I assume I have to roll for this. Does the string itself have any implications on the properties of Songbird?
No.
And could I tell what kind of materials the bowstring was made out of? Is it like just yarn or just
Yarn?
specific type?
It's cotton
It's probably
polyester blend.
It's like a goat intestine or something.
Goat intestine.
Isn't that what usually
fairly
like strings
standard.
are made of?
No, it's usually sinew, maybe hemp. It depends on the specific age that things were made in. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say because it's songbird that it's silk.
Okay. Would I have anything similar to that in my weaving kit supplies?
Silk is a cloth. You probably You probably do have some kind of silk.
Okay.
I mean, any sort of other fibers or strong linen would also theoretically work.
Okay.
I mean, if you think you can do it, I'd love to at least watch. Maybe I can learn a thing or two, and
Okay.
heck, why not?
I think between the two of us, we will. Hopefully, Palna agrees. We can try to examine the bowstring that's currently there to try and figure out how it was made and like what we need to do to recreate and to create a second bowstring.
Okay.
And I can use my weaving kit to see how it turns out.
Okay. That's something you guys can do over the trip.
Okay.
At this point, guys, I'm going to essentially say we're going to roll things forward. If there are things you want to be doing or working on, now's the time throughout the course of the day. Prior, are you doing anything in particular?
Same routine, studying Mordo's tomb, being sociable and friendly to anyone who comes by. If I bump into Strife and I notice that he's not feeling well, I will try to help him out. But I'm not actively looking for anyone. I'm enjoying...
He's below decks with Palna, trying to fight it off while working on the bowstring. Because below decks is actually one of the best places you want to be when that shit goes down.
Yeah. Yep. Get yourself as close to water level as you can. Strife doesn't know this.
No, but you'd figure it out over time.
Yeah, I'd figure it out, or a sailor would hopefully point me in the right
Exactly.
direction.
No, they wouldn't.
They would laugh at me hysterically.
Oh yeah.
Let's be real.
However, the first time you upchucked on the boot deck, they would probably then realize that it's better to keep you from making further messes and send you down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gargantius and Alafa, how long are you gonna stay there, Gargantius?
I mean, I haven't been reprimanded or anything, right? So I'm just like
hang there for the day.
I'm like in, the books haven't bored me, so they keep me occupied.
Perception, please.
Oh.
I love it when that happens.
Oh, 1 in 20.
A 1 and a 20.
Oh man.
That's wonderful.
All right. But it's a 1 that counts. So using the new rules, that's different. That's very interesting. All right. So you have your head down. You are just reading. You are totally engrossed. in The Old Man and the Sea, and you hear a sharp slamming of a door. Excuse me. What do you think you are doing?
This is a real interesting book. I'm reading it.
Do you know where you are?
Isn't this like a library or something?
You look around now, the room as you're saying this, and oh, there's a bed in the corner.
Oh, was that always there?
You know, I was actually not gonna roll for a lawful stealth because I was just gonna have him disappear. But that's a natural one. So, what can Alafa do? He can do like shadow step, can't he? Like something like that.
Just say he's behind the door.
Huh? No, he can just bonus. Again, his pact allows him. He can lightly obscured. He can stealth. Creatures don't get to use like dark vision to find him, and he can bonus action stealth.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, he's trying. He is. You don't see him anywhere, Gargantius. He is completely vanished. And as you're kind of stuttering and answering the captain, realizing because it's the captain, it's Captain Crawhawk. He's down here, and he looks pretty pissed, especially because it's you. And as you're talking to him, he'll suddenly extend his hand out super fast, kind of blocking the door with his hand, so that nothing could get by. You're pretty far away, though, so you're not certain why that would be until you realize that you can kind of see a little bit of shimmering in the air. You realize that Alafa was trying to sneak by, and somehow the captain heard him or something. It's basically blocking off his exit. Because he realized he was there. You two, Alafa will just kind of slink out of the shadows of his own devising. He says, "Hey, you know, I'm just here with him. You know, he practically begged me to come down here. I'm a victim in this."
You see about how much bigger he is than I am?
Knowing.
So is that what is it?
Shitty on his persuasion.
Persuasion check?
Yeah. He rolled pretty shitty. He's got a really good persuasion though, so the captain seems content to kind of look past him and look to you. Get out.
All right. Wait, can I take this book with me? I'll like borrow it for.
If I find you down here again, you will swim the rest of the way. Do I make myself?
Yes, Captain. And I'll like hand the. I have like the book out to like, and then like I'll like steadily walk back, and once he takes it, I'll like dash out of the room.
He's nowhere near you. He's nowhere near you. You're gonna have to walk up to him to do that.
I'll hand it to him. Yes, exactly.
Snatches it angrily and pulls his hand away from the door.
So like
aside.
before I leave, I'm like, is there some place I can be where I'm not being in trouble?
Sight.
Cool. And I'll leave.
This is why I don't take passengers. Okay.
As he chugs his ale.
Yeah, exactly. Pulls out a flask.
Sorry.
All right. So, Gargantius, what are you going to do with the rest of your day?
I don't know. I don't really have like any like gems or anything to cut. Do I know if there's any like
Don't you? Don't you have
Sim-
some crystals? I thought you took some and left some.
They're already cut. Well, we've established that all the gems I have are already cut.
You were working on the Whisper Stones, though. They're not
I
done.
already made that into a necklace.
How do you know? No.
You haven't even tested them.
Oh no, I meant the necklace, the luck stone you gave me, not the vibration thingy.
But
Okay.
what I'm saying with the vibration is it might not just be a one and done kind of thing. It might be do a little bit now, do some more later. You never know how these
Do over
work.
time.
I don't remember what I did last time. Did I make them
17
into
or something.
No, you pretty much left them as is. I think you did like you basically set them in something that didn't
Okay.
really work with them at all.
All right, so I have a better idea of what it is. I'm actually going to set them in kind of like they're not watches, but it's like a locket or something. So when they open it, it's kind of like a container. It has some space for the vibration to happen. So I guess I'll be doing something like that.
All right, 17. You can begin work on it. It'll take time anyway to get them properly set, especially to have enough ability to still have resonance without completely stifling their vibrations. So yeah, it'll take some doing, but that's a good start. All right. At the end of the first day, each of you will in turn be approached by somebody from the crew. We'll say the cabin boy, actually. He'll be a young lad, probably about 9 years old, and he will approach each of you and say that you were invited to dine with the captain. Everybody except Gigantius.
Are we told this? Because we're still separate, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's not saying, you can all go, except Gigantius. Like, you didn't say anything like that.
Oh, okay.
You just didn't invite him.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You'll go to the three of you. And to Alafa. You guys don't know.
Great. I mean, yeah, for sure. Of course.
Alright. Are each of you going to attend, or...?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll attend.
Yep.
Okay. Does anybody say anything to Gargantius, or is he off doing
I'll
his
say
own thing
something
anyway?
when I get
I just
there.
assumed that he'll be there.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay.
We don't know anything that's happening.
Okay. So yeah, once it gets dark, you guys will actually kind of be able to smell the smells of food being cooked. You'll notice that each of the crew seems to be taking turns, taking shifts to disappear down below decks. But at the appropriate time, you will be invited to the captain's quarters, which are directly adjacent to the decks. And the candles will be lit, filling the room, which would be quite dark with night, of course, with a kind of a soft ambience. And the table that Gargantius and Alafa had seen before, this long banquet table, will be laid out, not with a feast or anything like that, but a healthy amount of food for quite a few people. Some small hens, even a little bit of vegetables and some oranges. Of course, lots of bread and other kind of fattening, greasy, what they would call puddings, which are not actually like we think of as puddings. Sorry, Gargantius, sorry to disappoint you. More kind of like an oily pastry. Yeah, it's relatively nice food. He'll be seated at the table when you enter, when the first of you enters. We'll say that it's probably... And that's not Genzius because he's not there. So we'll say it's probably Palna. Strife being a little bit around food right now. And Fire probably not the most food crazy kind of individual. He will stand as you walk in. Please, have a seat.
Thank you. This looks amazing.
You can see seated at the table already are two people, one of which is a young maiden who looks awfully thin. She's wearing a light blue cloak. You saw her before talking to Strife, although you only got a top view, so you wouldn't have been able to see actually who it was, but you recognize the cloak. It's not hard to see or to recognize. The color is rather unique. So she'll already be seated. And then on the opposite end of the table from her, literally, because she's seated relatively close to where the captain stood up. On the opposite end of the table from her is another individual, and you can't really make out much about this person at all. Really, what you see is a dark hood and a black cloak, and it's kind of shadowed. It's difficult to even make out a face. Looks over at you slowly when you enter the room, and then looks down, seemingly not noticing you beyond that. So, where do you go sit?
I'm going to brighten the room slightly, just increase the brightness of the candles ever so slightly, so it's a little better lighting in the room.
Up to an hour, okay.
Not that I have a hard time with my dark vision or anything, but just a little more, buddy. And I'm gonna sit
Captain
next to.
seems to-
I'm gonna sit next to the captain, like on the other side of the captain.
Okay, so directly across from Alcina.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll see that. Thank you. Yes.
Cracking open Pepsi number 2. All right. All right. Prior enters. Captain will already be standing. He'll nod, say welcome, have a seat.
Give him a proper nod and take a look at everyone at the table. See if I recognize or if any of us are here.
Recognize Palna and the captain.
The dark hooded individual would probably catch my attention. I don't know. Just shady. It strikes me as shady. So when I sit, I'll kind of sit at an angle, like where he'll be, let's say, like second on the left hand side. I'll be like third on the right hand side, so I can have an angle looking at him. And I'll just kind of keep my attention on him in a sense, see if he does anything, or if I glean any information about him, any symbols, anything like that.
Okay.
But overall, jovial. Thank you.
His cloak and clothing looks completely, absolutely unadorned. Just black. And actually, the more you look
see
at
his
it,
face?
the more you look at his clothing, I'll come back to that. The more you look at his clothing, it's actually, you realize it's not black. It's more of a midnight blue. And with Palna brightening the light, and you know, actually tell that otherwise in low candlelight, no, you wouldn't. In terms of a face, all you see is a silhouette.
Just letting you know, I do have my prismatic dagger. If you have dark vision, you can see in color for up to 30 feet with dark vision. Just letting you know. Prismatic dagger.
I'm
So
going to
just
say
keep that
it's
in
a
mind.
silhouette.
Okay, cool. Putting that there. All right, cool. So I'll sit down. I'll be very smells delicious. It's very nice to meet everyone. To the two new individuals to me, I'll introduce myself. I'm A.O. Pryor, traveling companion of Paulna, who I'm sure you've just met. I'll join in.
Okay. Do you try to introduce yourself to the other individual?
Everybody. I'm
Dark
like,
cloak?
kind of like, to the table.
All right.
And I'll extend a hand to everyone. It's new.
All right. So you extend your hand out to the
left hand, the not scary hand.
the not scary hand.
The ASMR
So yeah,
hand.
everybody seems to take your hand. They seem to understand. They see the difference in the hand there, and or at least what they can kind of see it. You carry it differently.
The
if you've got it
wrappings,
hidden.
yeah.
So they'll make no commotion about it. You extend your hand out to the dark-robed individual, and he does not return. He does, however, bow slightly. And as you say your name to introduce yourself, he says in a raspy, almost, it doesn't sound human, kind of a voice. He sounds trust.
Trust. Yes.
Tarast.
Tarast. Oh, your name, Tarast. Pleasure, Tarast. And I'll repeat the bow, or I'll mimic the bow, and yeah.
Man, that book's been just in like 20 minutes. There's been a total change. It's amazing.
It's been a day. I've been working on it. And then yeah, I mean, I'd hope we'd start up some small talk and
Yep.
between the captain and everything. And
Strife will enter, albeit kind of holding the door sides as he does. Strife, can I get you to roll a con saving throw, please, as you see the sight?
Sure.
Okay, you're doing all right. You're like, okay, no, I'm too hungry. I got to get something in my stomach. So you identify the probably the heaviest, most likely to stay down food you can. Actually, no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. That's the best idea.
You probably wanted the lightest.
You probably know as well as I do that the best cure for seasickness is a full stomach.
Now, is this legit, like, decent food?
Oh yeah, no, it is. They apparently have a cook and apparently skilled. So yeah, it's decent. It's certainly a step above airline food, that's for certain.
That's not a very far step.
Okay, a few steps. Alafa will come in. He'll act quite similar to Tarast, where he'll basically just bow to everybody. After Tarast, nobody seems to be taking it unusually. And then, last but not least, there's one more chair. The first mate will come in. Davin will come in as well, closing the door behind him. And he'll sit on the other side of the table, directly across from the captain. The captain being at the head of the table and being on the other side. And so you all dine and have nice idle chit-chat. Tarast is predictably quiet throughout the whole of it. Doesn't really respond to much conversation. There anything you guys would like to do here?
I will just compliment the two individuals on the corner playing some sort of string instruments, keeping it kind of lively in here.
We'll say this is actually bleed through from the mess hall downstairs.
Okay, all right. And I'll just kind of enjoy that. And then I'll kind of make some small talk with the guys and be like, I guess Gargantius decided to, go fishing or something. Wonder why he's not here. Oh well, bring him some food later.
Davin says, who?
The sort of shorter individual, pretty well built, carries a big sword on his back. Our friend that came
The
with us.
captain's look darkens.
I am insighting the shit out of that. I have not been around to know what happened.
You, the 18.
Roll a 7, get a.
All right,
Yeah,
the captain clearly recognizes who it is you're talking about, and clearly is not happy at the mention of this individual.
I won't bring it up again, but I am definitely taking some food to him later. Just kind of be like, got it. So, and then I want to just kind of throughout the talkings, I guess, bring up, because we've heard a few mentions of pirates and everything, and I'll just kind of, be like, so do pirates even bother a ship this large? I mean, you have so many men, so much crew, and I mean, from what I saw, it seems well protected.
You're eating with the crew. You guys hear terrible singing issuing from below. It's horribly off key.
Wait, I rolled a performance down there, dude.
You
Yeah, it was
rolled
like
a
a
terrible
6.
performance last
It
time.
was awful.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wasn't it a 1?
No,
No, I did unskilled
No.
charisma. Wrong,
Oh.
wrong.
Either way. So, you look up, you see the captain and Davin exchange looks very briefly, and then captain looking at all of the passengers. Pirates are a reality. Yes, we deal with them. You're equipped enough. Fend them off as we need.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you have us by your side, and I'm sure we will lend aid. We've proven ourselves in other manners.
Have you now? Tell me,
Yes.
how do you?
Not on a ship, though, Prior.
Yeah.
I'm not saying on a ship.
How do
I'm
you
saying we can
fare
help.
when most of the ground between you and them is certain death?
I feel I kind of like turn to the guys. We've kind of approached that, yes, before. I mean, there's the dragon.
That was on solid ground, though.
There's the
We're
dragon.
on their territory now. They're used
And
to
believe
defending.
me, they know this a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Even the
sure. I'm not.
Damned Luskanites know how to hold their own on a boat.
I guess inquiring with him and just to learn a little bit. Also, Luskanites, are they known as pirates? Like, do they have a large pirating outfit?
You're asking about it?
Yeah, that's to learn.
What certainly is the one that seems to be coming up more in mentions. Luskan being what it is, a very lawless city, and also being a port town, it's become a bit of a haven for pirate activity. To the point where even some of its own government, not recently, a few decades back, was participating in active privateering, actually raiding and trying to control other ports in this ocean, essentially trying to overthrow city-state governments. Failed most of the time. I think one of the few times they actually succeeded, they were then overthrown in turn relatively quickly thereafter. So they're a bit of a scourge, one way or the other. They're held in low regard, and still are an active menace, albeit somewhat more sporadically, less organized.
Awesome.
We've fought off a few. Probably earned a bit of a reputation by now.
Well, that's very comforting.
At least I like to think so. It's been quiet past few months. We haven't seen any activity. But at this point, you'll hear a where he seems to be rhythmically stomping on the ground.
Okay. I'll just go back to small talk about food and how good everything is and the music. And, I mean, I don't want to pry into the two other people's business at the table, so avoiding that.
Alcina will actually pipe up. and say, "And how much damage have they caused?" And she seems to be, slightly worried. But Captain seems to beam a bit and says, "Very little, actually. We see them coming well off, and we evade what they throw at us." She says, "Evasion? How do you evade in a massive vessel like this?" "We have our ways, miss. We have our ways." Trade secrets, right? I'll keep something to myself.
So I guess one thing I gotta ask, now that the lady here has mentioned, are we interfering with her previous plans, or is...
It is okay. I am not in a rush, per se. The rites of the pilgrimage do state that whatever befalls on the route is part of the pilgrimage. If I take a bit of extra time, so be it. Helps the captain pay for his expenses. He's already going out of his way. For me, a little bit more can't hurt. Your Gintis is downstairs trying to pretend that he's Bolt.
Well, at the hearing of a pilgrimage, a pilgrimage. That's is it a spiritual pilgrimage, or, if I may ask, I'm trying to pry, but no.
Yes, it is a rite amongst my people at a certain age to seek out the highest temples of Shanto and pay homage.
Of ShamWow?
Shamu.
Oh, that's wonderful. Without putting too much detail, I'm a believer of Lathander, and two of my partners, I guess, or my crew, I don't know what to call them now, follow the ways of Timora and her.
I know of Tamora.
She brings us luck. We are very, very, very grateful to her.
I hope you continue to have luck.
We'll need it.
These everyone seems to have an interesting story here. What about you? I nod my head towards our Tarast, is it? I forgot his name, right?
Yeah.
The shadowy.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, okay.
The hood just kind of turns to look at you. And says for the first time since he introduced his own name at some point earlier in the evening, looks up at you and says, "Pilgrimage."
Huh?
Cool. Are you guys like the same thing? Is it going to the same place?
They each kind of look at each other. Although he looks very slowly. He doesn't turn his head very quickly. Looks back. No.
So one Shanto, the other one. I understand if Taras doesn't want to. Taras, if you don't want to share, it's fine. Don't worry.
No share.
Gotcha. God, I just have this. All right.
I'm gonna elbow. Sorry, where was Strice sitting?
Probably closest to the door.
Okay, I'm gonna nudge the captain with my elbow a bit, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, he's on a pilgrimage to no share." Huh?
Okay.
Is the religion of no share?
Is that an actual religion?
It might be. I have no idea.
Captain rolls a religion check.
It fails.
I've not heard of that.
I just got it.
I don't think that is. Is that? That's not real.
I guess not.
You're yanking
Maybe
my
he
peg.
was just. Maybe. I wouldn't go that far, sir. But this food is great.
My compliments to the chef.
Paul Nicause, awkwardly changing the subject since 2015. Alright, so the rest of the evening continues. Any other further conversation before you guys call it a night with bellies full?
I just scoop up some of the food. Gargantuous. And
Okay.
Do I hear an interesting story?
Oh, yeah.
Gargantius. You know what? First off, Gargantius, roll me a Constitution. saving throw.
Dang. At least I'm pretty good at those.
4 rolls a 1.
Oh, yeah. So you're able to eat and carouse and hold your own with the crew just fine. Go ahead and do roll me an unskilled charisma check. Let's see how.
Oh,
you're
can I
getting
keep the
along.
one from up there that I rolled before?
Did you roll that in addition to the performance? That seems like it was a different roll.
Oh, it was just for me to like. That was my unskilled charisma for like. I guess.
Hold on one.
Just roll another. All right. This one and this one.
I didn't want performance.
Good. Great.
Yeah, so
Excellent.
you're fine there. So 21 actually. That's yeah. You're.
This is
getting
my
on.
storytelling.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, well. Is that what the performance was for? Was telling
Kind.
a story?
Well, I was kind of telling the story of like Bolt throwing his axe and like, and I'm like, guess what he pulled down, and it was a blood bugbear. So,
yeah,
I'm like,
you kind of botched the storytelling along the way. Like, a bit anticlimactic. Like, so we're in this cave, right? And Bolt was my friend. He was along the way. He was along with us, right? And Bolt, he's got this idea. So he throws an axe. Oh, he's got an axe because he's a dwarf, right? Although he's not really much of a dwarf. Like, if you know that, like, it's that kind of like rambling, not very well organized storytelling. And the crew's like trying to keep up. And at the end of it, like, you actually hit with a punchline, like it's supposed to be funny, and everybody's kind of looking around. Is that it?
This is awkward.
Yeah, he pulled down a bugbear.
Oh! They laugh. They like you, so they're willing to, at least indulge your grabby story. But yeah, you hear some awfully big fish tales and such while you're down there as well. Alright, so the rest of the evening will pass relatively uneventfully. Anything else you guys want to do for the rest of the day? For what's left of it? The crew kind of winds down and battens things down for the night.
early to bed for me.
Cool.
More to this.
A little bit more.
Yeah,
Captain?
I need a full rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
do mine as well.
You guys are getting rest. Like that's a new thing for you guys, right? Roll a 5.
Clearly
Result is
not
18.
No, that's
Oh,
me
it's the
rolling a
other
5.
roll.
Yeah. That's just me not understanding Mordo's tome at all. And I'm just gonna pass out, like reading it and just.
How many hit dice do we gain back from rest?
We're at full, dude. It's been days, right? 'Cause
I know,
half
but like
per-
in general, like how many do we gain back per
Half.
rest?
Half your
Half?
max.
Half your max. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're gonna simplify it down. The whole like plus your level, plus your con, whatever.
No, that was.
You get 1 per level, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
You. Don't worry about that. We'll talk later. But I know what you're saying.
I just think it's too complicated. It's not mattering here. You guys are up to full level. You guys are.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
Mm.
All right. So, yeah, gonna do this.
Fast travel. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, good luck.
Wait, you took our good luck away?
Oh,
Yeah, that should be the
Are
other way
you-
around. Sorry.
are you saying that there was like fast wins and we got there double
There we go.
fast? Oh,
Okay,
never
cool.
mind. Pirates.
Nice reading, by the way. Strifey.
All right.
What time is it? It's important.
What time is it?
Yeah. Like, have we been up, or is it like middle of the night?
Middle of the night.
Fucking A, Q.
So, here's how this goes down. Actually, first let's start with this. I would like each of you to roll perception checks, please.
Interesting.
Does Tim get a perception check?
Sure.
Yes.
13. I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Okay. And we've got a 13, we've got a 20, we've got a 30. Fucking. We've got a 19. And then, what's Tim's pluses on perception? I know he has good pluses.
I can pull up his stat sheet.
Does he have more at night? I want to say he does, but
No, he just has advantage because he's an owl.
that's what I meant. So advantage.
Needs no introduction. Okay, so Tim has a perception. D20 plus 8. He has advantage relying on sight or hearing.
Paulina, you want to go ahead and roll a d20? Or roll
Plus
2.
8.
Yeah, that'd be plus 8.
Roll.
Actually, you could roll
Oh,
your.
sorry, what?
No, that's good. That's fine.
15 plus 8, so 30.
No,
23.
23.
23.
So 23 from Tim. So those are all pretty good. Strithe's is the least with a 13. All right. So, Strythe, you're gonna be not awake yet for the first part of it. The rest of you will hear a general commotion to start with. Each of you will be in your. We'll say that there's actually you have 2 rooms between the 5 of you. 2 of you will be in one room. 3 of you will be in another room. And there'll essentially be hammocks. You'll be sleeping in actual like sea hammocks. I'm not gonna worry about Olaf at this point. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna actually say he's in Strythe's room. So he and Strythe are gonna be behind, theoretically. But the 3 of you will all be in the same room. And you'll start to hear as you're sleeping the it sounds like boots running and a little bit of shouting. And that will kind of bring all of you to consciousness. You'll hear an increased commotion.
Guys, I think there's something going on.
And that's
Those
when
are rushed.
the entire shift kind of shifts.
Do I fall out of bed?
I'm
I'm in the bottom bunk. So.
No, because you're not in bunks. You're in hammocks, and they're actually designed to accommodate this kind of thing.
Okay. Good.
Well, shit. We should.
Should we
should probably
suit up?
I mean, that does not sound.
No, they're gonna need help. That's a lot of boats, lots of feet rushing. It's either bad weather or pirates, since we talked about them a lot, and I'm worried about them.
Prior, I think you should
Bros.
head up before us. They probably could use a daylight or something.
Alright, slip on the chainmail shirty. Or the mithril shirty. Grab my stuff.
That's what, 5 minutes?
For me, no, it's a shirt, but it's mithril chain shirt. It's like, woo!
That's
It's
a
like
minute.
a minute according.
It is a minute.
Yeah, it's like a minute.
It should take me 5, I think.
I'll help you just to make it quicker. Then cut it in half.
Looking back on this event, guys, remember that time Pryor had to help Gargantius get dressed? Mom!
In a ship that's rocking with the weather.
So, Gargantius, you're wearing what now? Plate?
No,
Wearing his breastplate.
chainmail. Oh yeah, it
Are
is
you wearing
plate. You're right. It
Dragon
is
Guard?
plate.
Dragon Guard's a breastplate,
Yeah, it's breastplate. Yeah, so
but
that's.
it's medium armor.
I believe
Medium
that's
armor
I believe
breastplate.
that's $5.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna help him to cut it down in half.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to know what's
That was
going on.
15. Or 10. Medium. I don't
All
know.
right. So, all right. You two are working on armor. Paulina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go poke my head up above deck and see what the heck's going on.
All right. As you poke your head around up on deck, this is also when Prior and Gargantia start starting to hear a lot of and some sounds that sound suspiciously like some
Can
strange
I make
voices.
anything? Am I able to hear this? Because I got a 30, so am I able to make out anything? Get any ideas of it?
As to what they are?
Yeah, or just like, yeah, mostly what they are, and maybe possibly kind of distinguish like what type of commotion is it? Can I hear yelling? Can I hear?
Roll I'm gonna say nature check.
Oh.
Do I get any ben? Nope. 7 total.
You have
Nope.
no clue.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be rushing because I'm hearing weird sounds.
Now you're hearing the sound of metal clanging on metal.
Fuck.
All right, so Alafa is I'm sorry, not Alafa.
Paulina.
Paulina. I'm just gonna hide both of you, except for Paulina. Hang on one second. I'm doing a bit of upkeep here.
And while you're doing
you
the
guys are
upkeep-
doing this in a slightly different fashion than I anticipated.
And while you're doing the upkeep, I can run Alafa if you want. Like, I know his sheets. Just share them.
I'm trying to decide how I want to do that.
Okay. Just let me know.
I mean,
I
when
can even
I
run Tim.
hear / see what's going on and realize it's not just weather, I'd probably call down to the other guys and grab my
There.
gear.
Alright.
Guys, we've got a problem.
1 second.
Problems
I'm
seem
like-
to follow us
Just like
around.
snoring.
Prior, I think they need you. I'll catch you when I'm done with this.
All right, buddy. I'll start double timing it up.
Alright, so first thing you guys see. Let me shift you over.
I'm giving you a guidance while I'm leaving Gargantius.
Paulina, you'll poke your head up here.
Sweet.
And it's absolute chaos. There are sailors with swords drawn fighting against these insane-looking fishmen with spears and tridents, trying to keep them at bay. It is a full-on melee. There are bodies everywhere.
Weird.
There is, you actually see, as you're looking around, you turn about, you can see past you, behind you, on the other side of the deck, just over the rail, this massive head goes past and then goes under, below where you can see. and up on the top deck, you hear someone shrieking, giving out orders, while you can hear the massive of some sort of large, ungainly form stomping around, attacking anything that comes close. What are you gonna do, Paulina? You're actually right there, and you see Crawhawk. Captain Crawhawk is right there by you as well. He's right by that entrance where you're coming up out.
And sorry, am I geared at this point?
Well, you went straight up, so do you sleep in your leathers?
No. This is why I'm asking. So I mentioned when I noticed what's going on, I duck back down and kind of yell at the other guys what's going on and grab my gear. So this is that point right before I'm geared that I'm seeing this.
Okay. Yeah, this is when you poke your head out. Yeah.
How big are these fish things? Like man-sized?
Man-sized.
There goes that idea. Hey, Gargantius, you're gonna have a field day up here.
Huh? I'll be up in a minute.
Bring your fishing rod.
Wait, why?
You won't. You gotta see this. You guys won't even believe this.
So I hurry up. I'm pretty much ready to go. And so I'm behind Paulina, and I'll like kind of peek, and I'm like, I can't see anything.
Crawhawk is right there, and he says, "Are you coming up or not?"
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly grab my stuff.
Prior, kid, I can't see.
How dark is it? Like, it's dark, right?
It's,
the only light.
dark.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the lightning
And I'm
is
a human.
most of the light you guys have. There are torches kind of interspersed, enough for you to kind of see more or less what's going on. The torches are, of course, sputtering and guttering with the rain, but they're holding their own because they are coated in tar, so they are doing their job.
Gotcha. All right, on the way up, hitting the shield. My shield's active.
All right, you
So
activate your
going.
shield, and everything shakes. The entire ship goes listing off to one side.
Prior, what did you do?
Yeah, I'm getting us ready. And if I can see, can I see at this point? Because Paulina went down and I went up, kind of situation.
Yeah, you can totally see. Paulina, as you're heading down, you're grabbing your stuff. You feel this massive rocking that hits, and all of a sudden, there's a burst, and a gush of water comes billowing out of the side, pretty close to where you're at. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw to stay on your feet as this influx of water threatens to knock you. That's
Natural
a natural 20. Oh my god, your boots are wet and you're still doing great.
Because of what Prior cast earlier with the water walking, I'm actually going to surf the water back to my room.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Boom. Awesome. Don't fuck with water walking.
All right. So you grab your stuff. Prior, do you have your stuff?
Yeah. Mine,
Okay.
1 minute putting on the shirt, and I just grab my shield and fuck. I'm out there.
All right.
I'm coming out there to save the day.
Let's go ahead
Let
and
me out there,
everybody
coach.
roll initiative, please.
Ho, ho, ho.
Click
You can't
on
tell I've
It's been
been
so long,
itching.
I almost forgot how to fight.
We've had a lot of role playing.
Yeah,
That's been fun.
Role play.
But it's gonna be nice to kind of crack the bones and get at it.
I need a token to click on.
Good point.
Boom, aura active.
And everyone's blinded.
No, that's my aura. They can't see it. It's just a little fuzzy.
Alright, you have your token. I'm going to leave you down here in the water, Gargantius. Do you see yourself?
Yes, I just need it to click on.
And then I think I deleted Penny Dead.
There's Strife. And then Tim.
We don't
is
have a
a
Tim
swap.
token yet.
I know, but we can just type his name.
It's
if you want.
it's on Paula's shoulder, so you know that little Tim.
You want me to go ahead and roll mine, even though I'm not quite there yet? Or should I hold off?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Tim's initiative is +2, by the way.
2.
+2. +2.
Oh.
+2. Somebody roll, please, for Tim.
And then Alafa's +9.
Oh, it's +9. Oh.
No. Alafa's +9. If he's
Oh,
in here.
okay.
Oh, you rolled the okay, so his is.
Tim has a 20.
That's actually pretty good.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9.
No, you rolled a 16. I don't.
Yeah, you guys.
No, I was rolling for Tim. But
Oh,
whatever.
that was
Whoever you want to take.
technically that's the first roll. I'll take it.
I think it's the same. It would be 18 anyway.
And we'll add Alafa in. No.
So
that's
Tim's
right.
actually total 11 right now.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay.
I
'cause
rolled
mine-
for Alafa.
Yeah,
he
I
rolled
get
for
what you mean.
Tim.
So he'd be 11.
Yeah. And like I said, I can do whatever you want me to do. Okay.
Alafa was what?
18 total. If there's anyone that ties him, he goes first. Because of his feet.
All right. I've got a few other things to roll here.
Things are gonna
That's a +2.
be fun.
There's a lot of these dudes.
I like how the
Not for
white
long.
lines kind of look like rain going down.
Yeah.
And then we're going to turn for him.
And
His
since
is
we're
a
doing a
+2.
little bit of setup, your gloves are fully charged, Strife, since you haven't used them in forever. Nima, your boots are fully
Yep, I know.
charged since you haven't used them in forever. So
Okay.
just remember that. Oh, and my little notes to remember things went away. Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
it's fine. Just remember remember marking, charge. I can help you guys out. It's-
+0 for those guys. Oops.
So many new rules to get used to.
So many things happening all at once.
So many things are gonna get shredded, kid.
Will we survive? Will they survive? Find out right now.
Shredding time.
Then let's see. Apologies for the setup, everybody. We're nearly done.
This is where a bathroom break would have been advised.
Indeed. Alright, and then we have +3 for this roll. Alright. Let's set our order. Palma is first.
Interesting.
Prior, do you already have your aura on? Push to Prior. Didn't hear any of that.
I said I was running up and I hit the aura, and then you said, okay, now roll initiative. So yeah, it's on.
Okay. Alright. Palma.
Sorry, I broke my overlay. Okay, we're good. Back years ago. So okay, I'm going to pull up my character sheet because it closed when I refreshed.
One of the annoyances, for sure.
Baby steps, baby steps.
You got this. I believe.
Believe it!
I believe in you, my man.
Waiting for him to climb the mast again.
No, not yet. Okay, so why don't we do this? Since I've got all these people right here. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Sorry. This. And my targets are going to be split between 2. And the 2 that are directly below me, i.e. in front of the captain.
Okay. He's actually engaged in combat with them. He's fending them off. So you're going to hit each of them twice?
Yep.
Okay. So let's see. That's going to be 8 damage to one, 7 damage to the other?
Correct, yes.
All right. So you hold your hand out. From each of your 4 fingers streak these arcing bolts of purple light that go kind of circling around each other and then kind of spiral out in Euclidean fashion and finding their own targets. Each of them gets struck and takes a little bit of damage. However, they are still on their feet. And now looking at you.
Sorry, I just had Sittenford do a couple donations. He's asking if it buffs us or something.
What was the donation?
2 for 15.
2 $15 donations? Have him message me.
Yeah, well, thank you for the donations.
Thank you for the donations
Thank you
to the
very
Mega
much,
Gaming channel.
Woo!
Mega Gaming is twitch.tv/Mega Gaming, ladies and gentlemen.
And tonight is Mature Monday on Making a Game.
Okay, so, yeah, perfect. So I was distracted with that, so I totally missed what happened, but I think I'm gonna stealth and then.
So you smacked each of them, but they're still up.
Yeah, that's cool.
And now they're looking
like,
at you too. They look really upset. They are watching you. So how are you hiding exactly?
Well, I mean,
What are you hiding behind?
More so under. Like, I'm right here in the.
Okay, so you're
whatever
gonna
that's
duck down the
called.
steps.
I'll duck down, yeah. Like, it was more like if I was Spider-Man, it would be like pew pew, and then back down.
I see. All right, so let me see if they saw you at all. No, they did not. So yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Good use of stealth. Fuck yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah. Nobody sees you. You are stealth. So go ahead. Can you go ahead and click on your icon and then click the stealth button up at the top there? So I know you are successfully stealth with a very high number there. Yeah. No, not him.
I know. I'm just showing him.
Oh. That's
You can figure it out.
not helpful.
Because I can totally see what you did on your end to make that happen.
Yep, you can.
You sound like me trying to teach my
Anything
mom
else,
the internet.
sir? Would you like to move, or are you good where you're at? Any bonus rogue actions?
Oh, that was my stealth that I did.
That's right. Yes. Okay, Gargantius.
Okay, so I
you
see
are not
Paula just.
fully in your kit yet.
I am not. Okay, well I'm gonna spend the whole turn getting ready, I guess.
If you spend all of your turn this time, you will have it on.
Cool. All right, we'll do that.
All right. Alafa is up. Alafa is probably, well, let's see if he's actually, what's his perception? You got that?
I have his feet.
It's pretty high.
All right. I'm gonna say he's
I know
now
his
waking
perception's
up.
not.
So he is coming around. And very shortly we'll probably be talking to Strife. At this point, I need those of you who are above Dex to roll perception, please.
Sure.
Does that include me now that? Oh no, not yet.
No, you're still
You're
below.
not above Dex. 14.
And he rolled a 3.
Yeah. Because he's Prior.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm
He's
not
fucking
Paul.
That's
Paul now,
rude.
apparently.
He is not.
Who needs
He's like,
reliable
not if I
talent
have anything
when
to
you
say
have
about
a
it.
massive bonus?
Paul, are you?
Can you feel me now?
Good.
A perception, please.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Aren't I underneath the deck?
He's underneath. He's not a.
I suppose that's true, but you're potentially able to hear this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Way to clarify.
You're welcome. Never mind.
Oh.
It's a minimum result 13, actually. That's pretty
It's a
close to this
13.
14. Yeah. Okay, so, you can hear, actually, yeah, I'm gonna say you hear shouting. You think it's a female voice. You don't know what it is at all, Paulna. We'll say that lightning is actually striking, or thunder is cracking as this resounds. So Prior is going to have a hard time. Both of you will have a hard time understanding it.
Can we make out the direction?
In this chaos.
Fine, that's fine. I agree.
Yeah,
no,
I don't think so. All right. Okay, we'll do this. We'll say that, you will, Prior, you will see, one of the sailors go literally flying through the air. There's some sort of cry, I don't know what it is, but it will, a sailor you'll look up in time to see go flying off and over the side of the boat, and there's a splash down below. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll sit on that for now. We'll say that's probably all. The fishmen are going to now attack. Most of them seem to be currently engaged in all the sailors. They're basically keeping them from being very difficult, from gaining any real ground. The two, however, who were previously struck Paulna are going to now look around, seeing nobody. Well, actually, they'll see Prior being the new person in town here. One of them is going to directly attack Prior, so we'll start with that.
Sweet. 22 AC. And then
Alright,
ignore the
so-
box right now. I'm just drawing something. There you go.
We'll open up with a spear attack. What's your AC?
22.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to hit. In an effort to actually closing in with the spear attack, we'll also lunge at you and try to bite at your arm at the same time, and we'll roll a 2. So we'll basically overextend himself. And,
I was gonna catch him with my aloft arm and shove him back.
I will say that you can do that. It won't do any damage, but
Right.
you'll push him
No, that's what
away.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Just visual.
because he rolled a
Uh-huh.
2, so that's a negative effect that he's getting for that. So he loses some ground. And I'm gonna say the captain will actually take an attack of opportunity on him at the same time.
Go
So
buddy.
he will roll a natural 20. That is a dead solid game. There you go. Prior with the
That
assist.
captain. There is gonna be many of that going on.
Yeah. All right. And drag him off the edge here. Strike.
Double dash.
I am just getting up. Did Alafa get me up?
You two are both kind of coming to with this. That last jolt from the ship being struck is definitely roused you, and now you guys are coming to.
All right, I'm gonna put on my vestments and my gauntlets and start heading towards the well deck.
Okay, we'll take your action to put those things on.
Okay.
All right, so you can do that. You're not going to be up above yet, but you'll be able to move above deck on your next turn.
Okay. Can I?
Oh, yes.
Can I also tie myself off with a rope during this, or will that have to be next turn?
That I'm going to say that's an action.
Okay. So next turn.
Yeah. If you were like Paulna, you were a rogue who had use an object as a bonus action, I would let you do that. But
right. All right. Cool.
He was a thief. He had that.
Yeah. Prada.
Yeah. It's time to bring the holy out. I'm gonna cast level 4 spiritual guardians, and I'm gonna designate all of the crew as safe, with my friends as safe, and anything else, no. So a vortex of radiant energy is to emanate from me in a 15-foot radius, and everything at the start of its turn. Okay. You call forth when you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can to be unaffected by the effect. And affected creature's speed is halved in the area. And when a creature enters for the first time on its turn or starts its turn in there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed, it takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a success, it takes half.
Can you cast it?
Yeah, I'm going to cast it right now.
So we can all see.
Well, I don't have all those details of the spell, I don't think, in my book.
Oh. Lame.
It's way too much shit to write.
Lame. What level are you?
Lame.
4th. So initial damage on anything
It's pretty much there.
is the box. That's why I drew the box. So the aura is my protection aura. The box is my spiritual guardians, and they're centered on me, and they move with me.
All right.
And I am, where can I do? Captain, I'm gonna move.
And it's an 18 save.
Yeah, 18 save.
All right.
So at the start of their turn,
I'm rolling. And it is. What was the
radiant damage.
19 radiant damage.
19 radiant for this tick. Yeah.
All right. So it's immediate. Is it? Let me see what it says.
No. They're immediately halved. Their movement speed is immediately halved.
Gotcha.
And now they have to, whenever their turn starts, or if they enter it for the first time, which technically this is entering for the first time, but
No,
I don't
it's
wanna
not
do it.
actually according
And
to.
I know
the
they changed it. I know
rules
the
is written. Yeah,
errata.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then they need to make the save, and it's 19 or half until it's back to my turn, and I'll roll the damage again.
Okay. I see a little silhouette of a scar.
Hey, Scar!
God of you.
All
right, so
yeah.
you hold your holy symbol and begin to chant, requesting the divine aid, and a light of kind of a mist will kind of come off of. You'll see anybody who can actually see this. I don't know if anybody can except you. Will kind of come off of his shoulders and off of his body, and it will start to coalesce into swirling forms that are kind of going around him like a miniature hurricane of winds that have some kind of a form, a light to them. Each of them seems to have almost a body with long swords extended out, and as they swirl round and around, the swords reach out and slice into anything that they come into contact with. Only doing damage, however, to the Sawagin in the middle of everything.
Yeah, like they'll just straight up pass through the crew, and
exactly.
they'll be kind of
Exactly. So we'll get to that effect on the start of your turn. It is now Tim's turn. Tim has probably been with Paulina. So let me make him a bit smaller.
Right on his face.
Tim on your face.
I'm fly above.
Well, he's gonna fly a little bit carefully.
Flying in a lightning storm.
Yeah, exactly. He's actually gonna go up to like this part of the mast here. He's not gonna go all the way up though. He's gonna only go up part way to see what he can see from there. And he's trying to drop down. Paulina, can I get you to roll? Well, Paulina and Pryor, can I get you to roll perception checks to hear what it is that he's saying?
Sure. And Q, for what it's worth, keeping, going into combat mode,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
keeping an ear out.
Got your concentration on too.
Yeah.
Paulina, Pryor,
Yeah,
perception
I-
checks.
Right. Okay.
24 is pretty good. That's one. It's not an actual one. It's a 22.
My pink.
One's the only thing that showed up, though.
I know. These dice are weird. All right, so both of you will be able to hear over the cacophony of the storm and the combat and the shouts and the death and mayhem. You will be able to hear him say, "We've got big water creatures over here."
Got it. Noted.
All right. Other than that, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot. Speaking of water creatures, let's see. One of them is going to start moving up here and start swinging at you guys. This one is going to jump down. And that will also be an attack. He's going to attempt to actually squash the or engulf rather the sailor right below him. So let's go ahead and roll attack roll for that. Ooh, that's a natural 3. I think that's gonna be. Let me see here. Oh no, this doesn't have an attack roll. So this is actually the sailor rolling a saving throw and rolling a 3. So that's actually pretty bad. He is literally engulfed. You can, Pryor, as you look over, you see after this large hit the deck of the ship, you look over and see the sailor is being dragged inside the body of a large water elemental. And he's literally being engulfed and trying to breathe and flailing about. Not doing so well though, so that's going to be a large amount of bludgeoning damage to him. That's pretty
Inside the elemental.
well, from the blow, and he is grappled as well and restrained and unable to breathe. The other one is just going to be attacked by a kind of a slam attack. So he's going to roll twice. One of those is definitely going to hit.
Wait. So these things are made of water?
Yes, they are. All right, so
Have fun with that stripe.
it'll raise up one massive fist and just boom, bring it across, and the sailor will literally go flying up into the air like he got pistoned. Will actually careen off of the fishman who's there and go spiraling back. Will have to catch himself on the back of the ship to keep from falling off. And this guy's gonna be probably not prone in the meantime. We'll call that good for now. This guy is going to go below your field of vision. Oh, I'm sorry. Nobody can see what it is that's happening here. This guy will go below your field of vision.
Which guy?
Oh, the Leviathan-looking thing.
The big.
Oh.
dude. And you'll hear kind of a coming from off the side of the ship. Palma, it's your turn, buddy.
Heyo. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, and this dude, right, who's fighting the captain. I'm gonna go ahead and poke this in his gills. See how he likes this.
Oh, he doesn't like it very much. Not at all. You do get your sneak damage as well. Is that plus 17? That is plus 17. Holy crap, dude. 28
And
damage.
he can green flame or blue booming blade on top of it. Because he
Wait,
knows
what?
both of them.
If he has... Oh, well...
He does.
Does he know about him?
All right.
'Cause apparently...
Remember we talked about this. But anyways, it's on your class.
I'm sorry, Prior. I failed
It's
you.
okay. No, I love you. It's okay, man.
Yeah.
It's okay. On your class, in the gray macros, you either have booming blade or green flame blade. Whenever you make a single attack, those spells require you to make a weapon attack. So you can, as part of the attack, cast a spell through it. It's from the sky.
Oh, right. I do remember.
So the green flame blade is like, it'll hit somebody and then it'll spark over and like flame lick them. And the
I'm
booming
still
one is
trying.
like, I know. Just
I'll
whichever
remember
one
for
you
the
want to
next
do.
fight. Yeah.
Good deal. I believe in you, buddy.
So yeah, you sneak behind him. He totally doesn't see you coming because he's engaged with the captain. And you slide your sword right through him so easily. Just push right in. And you can see, like, his body is actually freezing up. The wound itself is forming into ice around your sword. You pull it out easily with no problems whatsoever. And he falls to the ground completely frozen from the inside.
Okay. And I can cast a spell as a bonus action.
If it's something you can cast as a bonus, it has to say that it's a bonus action to cast it.
Okay. I will just stealth them. Give me a sec.
All right, while you're doing that, Gargantius.
I enter combat. I guess, do I know if there's more than one entrance? Do I have to go through the one that Palna is at? Did I get lost? Do I end up here?
Hang on a second.
But you were in the same room as us, so it'd probably be pretty easy for you to just follow.
I'm going to say that because Palna just rolled a 19 on his stealth, that's a positive effect, and you can say that yes, there is another exit that you come around.
Okay, so, yeah, I'll look for one. I'll like take the other. I'll look for the other exit.
You actually know where one is because you went through the captain's quarters earlier in the day.
Oh.
So you can head in that direction, and if you come out, you're going to come out here.
Perfect. So, I'm going to help this crew guy take on this water elemental guy. Let's see. Man.
So yeah, you burst the door open, you slam it open, and right in front of you, massive water elemental, taller than you, turns to face you. This guy is actually inside him.
Oh no.
And the elemental turns to face you, pulling one arm back like it's getting ready to punch.
Let's see. I want to cut him out. In a specific way, like, you know, like cut around him, like above and below, so maybe he'll like fall out of the water. And I have a magic
Just a
sword
water
that can do
bird.
that. Yeah, sort of.
That's wrong.
There we go. I think if I do it like that.
Well,
Did I kill him?
you rolled a natural 2 on one of them and a natural 1 on the other. Negative effects for days.
And you also make 3 attacks, not 2.
Yes.
Well, I was
let's-
trying to,
let's
like,
resolve
see-
this first, because we got a shitstorm
Yeah.
happening apparently right here, right now. So, first off, you swing the sword. It doesn't even come close. I'm gonna say, does
The
anybody have
boat's
any
rocking.
suggestions for the negative
The boat's
effects?
rocking, like,
That's good. No, keep going, keep going.
The boat's rocking, like, I'll swing and, like, I overshoot it, so I hit the air on top of the water elemental. And we don't even know how that's possible, because it's freaking tall, but I managed to do it somehow.
You
I'm gonna
get
say
knocked
he
into the air. Oh, sorry?
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he gets thrown up into the air by the rocking the boat.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say he overshoots, right? Because I'm gonna say on the backhand, he's coming across, and his sharp gets like stuck in the wood behind him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gets stuck in the like the little weave thing, the net.
No, I got this. So he overswings it, literally bounces off the rail, and he tries to take advantage of it to put it to good use and bring it back around. And he does manage to get it right inside the water elemental, right inside the sailor.
Oh, I killed him? Oh.
That is 17 damage. Yeah, that you get him right in the neck.
So
I mean, it
the
could be an
water-
act of kindness.
You're like-
depending
The
on
water
how-
elemental is now red.
Yo.
Right?
Yeah, no, it would be. It would be turning red. That's
Hey, Greg learned how to do some. Greg learned how to do some magic. He made a blood elemental. Learning.
I feel awful. I guess maybe. Do it. Trying-
You got a third attack. Hey, that's
This is.
that's 10
Let's say I push
plus 9.
through. I push the body out with this hit, so at
Well,
least.
okay, so we'll
he's
say that
not-
we'll say this is also the attack that hits the. So you're actually doing damage to the elemental in the same attack.
Yeah.
So you do that, and then you kind of whip it, draw it across to pull out, and it cuts a huge gash in the elemental at the same time. This sword, is it magical?
Yes.
Let me take a look here.
It's a sharp sword, right? Or something.
It's magical as
Plus
fuck. No. Oh,
It's like a baby vorpal blade.
It's a +0, but it's magically sharpened. That's why.
Can
it's
I
fun.
also like use it for light? I guess.
Did we? Oh, okay. It is. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. I mean, you can if you want. I
Sure.
don't see any reason why you couldn't. So yeah, that should.
Beautiful green lights barely come off the blade, right? Because isn't your blade green? Remember right?
It's like
Or
see through.
greenish? Yeah, see-through greenish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna do a healthy chunk of damage. That's 17 damage. And what are you doing?
You're.
exactly?
I'm bonus action dodging.
Got it.
His boots.
Okey-doke. You can certainly do that. So you will dodge, and that means any attacks on you have disadvantage. Yes.
I think so.
Alafa's turn. Alafa is also just now getting up and moving too. So he's going to be close behind Strythe. Next turn. One more perception from everybody up on deck, please. And that includes Tim. Somebody please also roll for Tim. +2 with an advantage.
Man.
Oh,
Oh my god, Gargantius with a 2
Oh.
and a 1. Gargantius don't see shit.
Tim is +8, by the way. So.
Oh, he's +8? Okay.
So 16 for Tim, 13 for myself.
Wow, that's low perceptions. I mean, it should be disadvantage. Actually, it should be disadvantage for everyone. Him, that's normal because he's got advantage, but everybody else should be at disadvantage. That's a 9 for Palna. Can you roll prior? I mean, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. That's still pretty low. There's
That's
another-
already a 2. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, is it? Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 10.
So yeah, you just. Yeah, it's obscured. All right, you hear another shout again. There's a bolt of thunder pealing across the sky as this rolls out, as the cry rolls out, and let's see here. Prior, a chill runs down your spine as you look over, and on the other side of the ship, you see a swirling mass of mist coming off from one person in particular, rotating out in a hurricane-like wind, circling around her with almost bodies being visible from the mist and swords extending, blades extending from it as well. Only this mist is not kind of the light, radiant holiness that you're accustomed to. This is more of a storm wind. The bodies seem to have more of a rainy, dark and stormy effect as they pass through everything around them.
And the fish. I mean, it's just, I can't notice that. My perception is too low.
Your perception sucks.
How many times are you going to be able to say that?
I know, right?
Yay!
Sinful wants to know what color mist. Is it multicolored mist? And if that's the case, would you say it's an aurora mist?
Ah, that's more like Prior's. Prior's is more of an aurora mist, really, actually.
I got the aurora mist going on. All those yomis. Then the things that attack them, they're yomis.
Yomi's in the hizzle.
Just be careful.
Took my joke.
All right. Oh, there's where that came from. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at other things coming through here. Thank you, Sinful, for the donations to Magnabug.
Are these poor fish people shredded yet?
Are they what yet?
Shredded yet?
Oh, well, now it's their turn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
So, let me see here. I don't know if I can do a group damage. I'm just gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to do this. Yeah, you'll see them all start to get cut up. But strangely enough, they're all still standing.
Hardy little
Just
buggers.
very badly hurt.
I didn't see the future.
I can see the future.
I didn't see it. 'Cause I thought they'd all be dead.
One of them appears
Remember
to
the-
be escaping unscathed. Yes, the other.
Remember that our friendly crew also gets any creature I designate good.
Sorry, you're cutting out a lot. Can you say that again?
I said remember that the crew members, since I consider them good and my allies, so they have a +2 to saves and armor.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright,
I'm a
this
buff
guy
bot.
is going to try and get away. Captain's
Half
going to
movement.
have a go at him for doing so. Yeah, he's dead. Let's see. This guy is their land 30, so he's going to try and get out and not have any luck. He's also going to draw an attack at the same time. But miss.
Palna's got an attack whenever he wants to take it. If he does.
That's true. You want to swing at that guy?
The guy who just left? Yeah, sure.
Alright, swing it.
And it's a sneak because allies are next to it.
Are you going to take a swing at any of these guys?
Not yet.
Yum.
Alright, well, he's
My
dead.
reaction is not done for damage, usually.
And That's a miss. So they're kind of getting out of dodge. They're trying to avoid all this. That guy didn't have anywhere to go. So we have this guy. He's gonna go down. All right. I think that's everybody. Now they're gonna generally attack. I'm just gonna roll essentially a single roll versus the. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. Okay, so some of these guys are gonna go down. I'm just gonna pick off a couple. This there'll probably be a couple other sailors coming up from the decks. You can actually see there are others kind of making their way up. Stryth and Alafa, they're coming up with you. Speaking of which, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to tie myself off at the waist with my 50-foot of rope and tie the other end to basically the pole or banister, whatever's holding up the deck here.
Okay. Yeah, there's a banister there you can hold on to.
I can tie the other end of the rope too?
Yep.
Okay. So I want to tie that off.
Okay. And then where are you going to go exactly?
Then I'm going to go to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to enter my patient defense.
All right, spend your key.
There's a couple effects that come with that.
Cinder dance. So pretty.
Mark down my key.
Or touch you within 5 feet. Take 7 fire damage until the start of your next turn. And then also advantage on Constitution and Dex saving throws and concentration checks until the start of your next turn.
Right.
Man, you could have used that earlier.
All
right.
Yeah.
Prior. And then Tim is up. We can't hear you at all.
I'll talk to what's his name? Be like, you've got it on this side, and then sprout my wings, and I am dashing this way. I'm airborne.
All right, I need you to roll acrobatics to deal with the storm winds as you rise above the break.
Yeah, sure. 20 total.
All right, that'll be fine.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll move with you, your guardians, and as the two kind of swirls come together, there's almost a grinding, just a of the two forces of sheer magic and nature and deific power grind against each other, and there's a wailing as all of the souls now are essentially contending with each other. The guardians themselves are actually now all converging on the one spot where you're overlaid, and there's a massive battle happening in a small space wherever this overlap is of all of these spirit guardians attacking each other and not attacking anybody else.
Okay, so this round of Spirit Guardians is 19. Again, I'm gonna do the additional 12 to the large elemental whenever it becomes that.
Whenever what?
Because I can target one additional.
When you hit it, yes.
Yeah, and when my spell ticks, it'll be the target of the additional 12.
The guardians are canceling each other out.
So there's nothing here?
The guardians are still going. You see this kind of space here where the overlap is occurring?
Yeah.
All of the guardians are concentrated in that area, but above everything. There's essentially a miniature holy war going on above Yeah, none of the other. Nobody is being affected, either your allies or your enemies. Nothing else. They are contending with each other.
Alright, so you're just mitigating my spell. Got it. So what I'm gonna do then, list of actions. You know what? I'm gonna get one step closer. I'm gonna take, it's still in the air, I'm gonna take the help action to assist Gargantius whenever he attacks the big guy.
Don't forget, guys, you all can assist. You all can use your reactions to assist anything anybody else is doing as long as you can justify it. If you don't have a reaction, I might let you do it anyway if you can justify it. Okay? Don't forget, you guys can do
using
that. So
using
you're helping...
help action against... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I can Guiding Bolt it. I'll just fucking Guiding Bolt it. It's the same thing for Gargantius.
What, the Water Elemental?
Yeah, Guiding Bolt. Boom.
Alright, you have disadvantage because you're within melee range.
I'm flying above it.
Oh, that's how far above?
Pretty tall.
I mean, if you want,
that's
fine.
fine.
I'll step
That's
back.
fine.
I mean,
no.
That's how I was doing it.
I'm fine with you doing that. I just want to know how far up you are. That's all.
Like maybe about 10 feet above it. Just, you know, kind of like, so my aura is still like, I know, like I've had this for a while, so I know my aura can encompass. Okay. And since I can't do the 12 to my thing because it's being mitigated, I'll do the additional 12 to him. If that's allowed.
There we go. 2 squares up.
So if a 15 hits, he takes 27 radiant damage, and the next attack against it has advantage.
15 against the water elemental, and it's radiant. That will hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
big
that
ugly
is
thing.
a total of 27 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a dead sailor in there.
Well, he had less than 17 health?
Yeah.
You killed him.
Oh.
He was
What
already
do we
attacking.
do with a dead sailor?
Leave him in the elemental and just let him bleed out. Leave him in the elemental and just let him bleed out.
Poor guy.
He'll be remembered in song.
All right. But you are also, keep in mind, the Guardians are now preventing your Gargantius from being attacked by the opposing spells, so, as well as yourselves.
No.
Oh, I thought there would
else,
be some
sir?
consequence for being in the middle.
No,
they're
action
above
bonus. I don't have many bonus actions, so we're good.
Tim is up. What's Tim doing?
Dude, do we get to decide? Ah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now he's just kind of watching. He's like, holy shit.
Tim!
First, don't go to that swirling vortex. Stay away from that madness.
I forgot, how strong is Tim?
It does. Don't worry about attacks. Just worry about help actions.
No,
Like, Tim,
I do.
he's hairy.
That's why I wanted to know how strong he was.
He's tiny, dude. It doesn't matter. He's 2 size categories smaller than us. He's probably about as strong as like
Me.
I don't know, like a 20-pound dog because of how strong he actually is, but he's not.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna think if he could like pick up a cannonball and toss it, but never mind.
Something amazing.
Can he pick up
Like
any of the
are there
sailors that are
5-pound
drowning?
cannonballs? Like those smaller ones?
I guess you probably would have tested this with him to some degree. He could probably pick up. He's stronger than most owls. What is his strength?
I mean, he's
23. Well, that was with the potion.
He's got a 12 strength as a tiny creature. Keep in mind that divides his strength by 4. He's tiny.
Just from leverage.
Little guy.
Yeah.
He's strong for an owl, but he's tiny.
Yeah, so he can carry like a 10-pound bowling ball. That's about it.
okay. That's good enough
my
for
God.
a cannonball, right? Let's say that he finds a cannonball to like drop on a Murloc.
Sure.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna have him help the two guys down here to the boat.
Cannonballs came in various weights, so he could probably eyeball one that he can specify. All right, so that's what he'll do. He'll fly on over to the cannons here, and just lift one up and drop it.
And I want to say that he said cannonball as he dropped it.
Hey, you ugly piece of shit. Cannonball! Does somebody go ahead? He's smart, but he's not very good with insult. Somebody please roll an attack roll plus. I'm gonna say plus dex because it's range attack.
I'll roll mine. So I have that. It's gonna be -2 on the attack, -1 on the damage.
Wow.
Oh my god. Double. So it's a 19. All right. So the damage is probably. You know what? I'm just gonna say it caves the guy's head in. And it's literally just like with a ball where his head was.
I don't think there's enough crits in that roll.
Yeah, so that's a dead fish man, and I'm also gonna say that because he got a 19, that's a positive effect. Do you guys have any ideas, or do you want me to do mine?
It washes over another Murloc that falls off the ship.
I was
Like
gonna
a-
say it
like a-
rolls off onto the toes of the guy next to him, and then
Oh.
he's like
Yeah.
knocked prone or something, or stunned. Stunned would be better. He's too busy hopping up and down on one foot. My toe, my toe.
Or fin, whatever.
My fin, my fin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So he's too busy hopping up and down. Just use that for now. All right. The water elementals are going now. Let's start with this big guy. This big guy, he's who's he gonna attack? 'Cause both of you have attacked him. He actually has 2 attacks, so I'm guessing he's gonna start with one on. No. Okay, no. Okay. First thing he's gonna do, he looks at the both of you, and then, and he just
Please
kinda
don't tell me he
thrusts,
body slams
and
me.
the sailor will go flying out of him. He just ejects him towards Pryor. So this is going to be an attack roll. Albeit with a bit
That's
of
hilarious
improvised
and awful
weapon.
at the same time.
That's a natural 1. Pryor, what happens?
Oh, I have a good one.
Wait, the
Okay,
elemental
so
got a nat
when
one?
he
Yeah,
ejects the guy, he ejects a lot of water and he shrinks, becoming weaker.
Could do. I can't hear you, Pryor.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like it. No, I mean, I like it. I was like, yeah, sure.
All right. Well, the sailor will go flying through the air. He's totally gonna miss. He'll ricochet off the pillar and just kind of fall into a heap.
Is he dead?
Oh, he's
Can I
dead.
catch him as part of the good thing?
Yeah, sure.
Or that one? All right.
Yeah, you can.
I'd say you get covered in bloody water
Yeah, you do.
process.
You do, but he's a medicinal guy. That's not that bad. Better than actual blood. But yeah, you can catch him and kind of gently lay him down to the ground behind you, as you're doing with this approaching water elemental.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that the water elemental is gonna be at disadvantage for this turn and next. He's too busy, kind of pulling himself back together. He expelled too much. And one last hit is trying to backhand towards Gargantius here.
Gargantus is dodging, so that's good.
That's true.
I
so
also have
disadvantage.
20 AC with the aura up.
Okay, with the disadvantage, yeah, totally whiffs. Just way over your head. Not even close. The guy in the back, he's going to continue to kind of ravage through the sailors that are here. Gonna totally miss, so he's going to swing again. That's going to hit, so this guy's going to be fine. Alright, the guy who is here up on top, who looks to be somewhat different. he's going to not do anything. He's going to stand there, but you'll see him kind of crick his neck a little bit as he's looking down at all of you. This larger water elemental that's standing beside the woman, who, I mean, you guys are close enough. You can definitely recognize the blue cloak of Alcina. And you can see that she's not actually standing on the ground. She is not standing on the elemental either. She's actually floating up in the air as the wind and storm ravages around her. The elemental will kind of flex a bit. And you can see, coming from somewhere, you're not even certain where, probably manifest from some magical place, large plates will start to manifest and kind of attach to him almost magnetically, kind of like an Iron Man kind of effect. So it's large, like, until he's essentially wearing plate armor, and this massive iron helmet will go over his head as well. And he just stands there beside Alcina, looking menacing. And then finally, there will be another massive as the entire ship rocks. And we're gonna roll. That's cocked. Oh boy. Well, this is a good way as any to finish off the night. The ship is struck again by another massive blow. I need each of you to roll dexterity saving throw, please, to stay on your feet.
Oh God, no! Say it ain't so.
In the air.
Oh,
I have advantage.
He's dodging.
Oh, you have
He's got
advantage? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's good, because that would have been really bad.
Plus, I'm roped in.
That's true. Also good. Prior?
Flying.
Flying. You're good. All right. You all will hear a massive resounding throughout the ship, and slowly the ship will start to break and move apart
Oh no.
from each other.
Titanic.
Paulna
Guys, I got this.
and
I'm
Strife, I
mending,
need
don't
you to
worry.
immediately roll dex saving throws.
Like another one?
Yes, another one. That first one was just to stay on your feet. This one is to actually catch yourself. Oh,
19.
19, good.
Drive.
No, Gargantius, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
And then a 13. All right, so Strife, you managed to dodge, bolting up away from the breakage. Paulna, you barely managed to kind of get your feet under you, but it's not enough. As the ship starts to tilt upward, listing backwards, you start to slide down, and you catch yourself.
Can I whip my rope towards him to catch?
You certainly can. Roll an attack roll, please. Improvised. And I need a attack roll from you, Paulna.
Should I just do my unarmed strike?
Dexterity check, either way.
Dexterity, what, like a skill check?
Yeah,
Sleight-of-hand.
untrained dexterity skill check, but Strife has to roll an attack roll. Yeah, I mean, it's right on, but Paulna is too busy trying to hold on for dear life as he's dangling from the edge above the water, and the rope just kind of, he reaches for it and can't quite grab it, and he's slipping, and that's where we're gonna call it for the night.
Paulna!
It's okay.
Oh no!
It's okay.
Don't get your boots wet.
You have water walking.
I can't even hear
It's
the
still a
music for
big
the sound
problem
effects.
here.
Here.
All right. Yes, when I said I spent way too much time putting together this map, this is the shit I meant. Thank you, everybody. This has been Heroes of New Thundertree. We will resume this crazy battle next week. We'll maybe
No, we
determine
won't.
what Alcina is doing and why.
Yeah, which? I'll bet you the grumpy looking dude's the good guy. Judge a book by its cover.
I'll actually, I'll point this out to Prior. because he's floating, so he can see it. Beneath the massive elemental, with the now wearing plate armor, is that
Which one?
Is that midnight blue cloak. It's underneath
This one?
him. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next. No, I'm sorry. We won't be back next week.
Next year.
Wow, this is a hell of a cliffhanger. This is your winter break cliffhanger, right? Like, Agents of Shield when it does this shit. So yes, we'll be back at the beginning of the year for more Heroes of New Thundertree. In the meantime, next week and the week following, we're gonna try to do some other kind of role-playing game, some kind of one-shot. We'll see what these are available. Check me out on Twitter, WeBadAtGames. Also, Steam group. We'll be posting updates on what's happening and when there, so keep your eyes open. Of course, if you're not, you can always hit the follow button, and you'll get that notification when I go live. In the meantime, I'm not the only person here. We've got other players, so let's talk about them for a bit. Specifically, the streamers. How about you, Mr. Magna Gaming?
Hey, what's going on? Magna Gaming here on Twitch. Variety caster broadcasting Monday through Saturday, starting at 6 Eastern Standard Time. It is December 12th. We're wrapping up the final day of the 12 Days of Magdamus, 3rd annual. So we've been giving away crap all day. We've been giving away stuff actually for the last 12 days, but we're doing giveaways like every hour. I'm still going to be grinding some Dead by Daylight after this because all the ranks reset tonight, and I'm still not rank 1 because I slacked this season. So I'm going to be grinding that out. But usually you'll find me doing survival crafting, horror, or indie games, things like Farm Sim 17, Squad, Dead by Daylight, Don't Starve Together, etc.
Most excellent. And of course, we also have twitch.tv/Nima92. Talk about yourself.
Hey, I played pretty much RPG so far. I'm pretty deep into Final Fantasy 15. No, I'm not deep. I'm 3 chapters in, but I'm like level 60. But yeah, I play a lot of those games, and I play D&D on here and on Llama Chomp's channel. Those are on Tuesdays.
Most awesome. All right, and of course, Megna and Nima and we are all members of Archetype Gaming. I believe it's twitch.tv/Archetype Gaming. You can see all of our awesome streamers and check out all of the awesomeness that all of them have. And in fact, we're going to raid one of them right now, I think. Do we have anybody?
Megna's on. Let's raid Megna.
Damn it, I don't know if we have anybody. This time slot is like vacant now.
That one guy, is he on?
No, he's gone.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's on.
Is it Moses on?
It shows it as on.
Moses is on, and he's playing Final Fantasy VIII, so yeah. He's gonna be our target. Alright, let's check that.
I may have to spend my inspiration to save myself. We'll see what happens.
Well, you guys have the luck tokens too.
True.
You guys can use it. You guys can use them to like say.
I always forget about him.
Yeah, I mean you can say things like I have a grappling hook that's right there on my. I can use it. You know, things like that. You know.
I do.
So everybody head on over to Moses526. I'm gonna post it in the chat here. And we're gonna do an AG Mass Raid. When you see the text AG Mass Raid in his channel, please follow suit. Give him a follow if you would. Ooh, he's playing music modded. I like them.
Dream world? No. So that boy doesn't know how to get out either. Well, either way, we kept going up and up. I just think we better head
And he's
back
doing
down.
his voice acting mode too.
It'd be a pain to go down every floor. The alarm alerted monsters and security guards everywhere.
You guys ready?
By the way, how the hell did they carry you up?
If Firefox didn't crash on me.
Let's do it.
Damn you, Firefox.
Whoa, what's this? It's like a crane that could carry a detachable cell from downstairs.
You ready,
so this
Nima?
big hole goes all the way
Yeah.
down.
All right, let's do it. AG Mass Raid.
So if we jump all the way down, we're out of here.
Everybody.
Go ahead if you
What?
want. If you want to
We'll
just
see
watch
you
it.
for Heroes of New Thundertree in the new year.
I remember now.
We'll see you for more role-playing antics before the end of the year. Keep your eyes posted on Twitter.
Higher rewards
Take care, everybody. Be good to each other. Don't be a dick. And happy holidays.
AG Masquerade?
Adios.
What?
Adios.
Yo.
Alright, night, guys. Had fun.
Good
tonight.
night.
This is crazy.
Yeah, see you next.
Okay.
Well,
Guys.
earlier than
We
next
are.
year. Next